Hello. My game is not capturing. Oh my god. Whoops. Hold on. Hello? Okay. Oh my god. Hi. Good morning. I'm excited. I don't know what's happening. We are playing Reverse Chapter 6 today. I think... How long was it? I did it... Or I double checked it. Jesus Christ, why is this so loud in my ears? I double checked how long it was. I think it's 24 parts. But I'm pretty sure they're also pretty long. So, most likely this will be a two-parter. Again. I need to turn my input down. Oh my god. Or my output down. Oh my god. So, since we're splitting it, why don't we watch the trailer? Let's make this a little tradition. Watch the version trailers. Let me open YouTube. Verse 1999. What is this? 1.7? I have time. 1.7 trailer. Elukavan Lestel. Let me make sure I'm not doxing myself. 1 second. Full screen. Full screen this. And then let me turn this off. I don't know why the music is so loud today. For me, on my side. Doesn't look like it's too loud on stream though, so that's good. And then... full screen. There we go. Okay. Oh my god, like the music... Hold on. The in-game music is too loud for me. 1 second. There we go. Let's watch the trailer. Let's do a little watch along, shall we? This is a 5-minute trailer. Oh my god. Oh, I think it has like the
based on the mysterious
gameplay thing.
The host is Isolde, the opera singer?
Oh, poor thing. Every member of that family met a tragic end. And now her brother.
Shh. She's so pretty. I wish I had her.
Theophil has left us. Behold, my late brother's final painting, inspired by the Golden Isle. The salvation.
Ooh, artist.
Miss Dittersdorf, I know your brother's death has affected you deeply. Doctor, you need to release your oppressions.
The rain. The Golden Isle. The island of the painting. Is that where the timekeeper is at now?
How did Theophil know about the storm and the island?
He belonged to an organization called the Circle. It's the symbol of the Circle. Are they really just a group of artists?
Whoa.
What do you see?
Hello.
In the mirror? I see golden circles. Theophil in the fire.
Ooh, I'm a little scared now.
He burned all his paintings. And then I heard a shot.
That's
All
gorgeous.
these assassinations.
Whoa, that's a gorgeous shot.
At
Oh my
the
god.
same time?
Will our people be able to defend themselves on that island? To help them is to help ourselves.
Oh thank god, we're going
I
back
can see how
to
you burned
to
with
whatever the heck was
passion.
happening on the island.
Welcome to the circle, Miss Marcus. We share the same dream as you.
I am intrigued by the name of your little
Gasp.
group.
Gasp.
The Circle.
Even if the world ends tomorrow, we still have a show to watch. Please, enjoy.
Ooh, I'm excited. Wait, the drama? So I don't have I don't have Isolde. I hope that's how you say her name. I have Kakani on my other account that I barely play. I'm excited. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait, I gotta chill. I haven't even started. The new banner is up. I don't think I want him. I don't really have other units surrounding inspiration. Speed reading. I have never watched a show that has more than 2 acts. Oh wait, my game capture is not on. Oopsies. I've never watched a show that is more than 2 acts, and like second act is always kind of boring. The second act by itself is always boring. But I think that's a musical thing. Yeah, I don't watch plays.
Yes, it is. I have a good script here. The princess and the curtain
Sorry, I'm speed reading.
falls. Her madness.
She talks
puts
too
them on
slow.
alert. Nodding eloquent. Next page. In a transparent room under. No, sleep, she said to. That's when the star falls into an everlasting dream.
Is this talking about Soleil?
Her world has become the. I'd say she's a great actress, isn't she?
I feel like this is talking about.
My dear.
I hope, is that how you say her
You are
name?
indeed.
Isolde?
Only one
Isolde?
act of a play can't tell
That
a
doesn't
good
sound
story
right.
by itself. Oh, forgive my ramblings.
Need her to speak her
The
name to me.
golden curtain. Fix your collar, darling.
Huge foreshadowing. Is it a soul? Read out the E? Really? Huh. Okay. I'll wait for her to speak her name to me. Okay, razor in green. A razor impeccably sharp and dressed in green that stands up for the people. Oh, I'm excited. I've had so many people tell me that this chapter is hype. Everyone's been hyping it up for me.
Meine Damen und Herren, willkommen!
Hello.
On behalf of the General Medical Association of Vienna, I would like to thank you all for attending
Vienna.
this demonstration conference. It is a great honor. As we can see, dear friends, the era of science has arrived. The era of man has arrived. Today, we will share the honor of witnessing the advancement of technology, its contributions to medical science, and even the world.
Is that an electric chair in the middle or
Now,
something?
please allow me to introduce
Why
the
are there so many
patient again,
wires attached to
Miss
it?
Isolde von Dietersdorf.
Isol, okay.
This lady has selflessly volunteered for the experiment, and in return will receive
Not an electric
a
chair.
healthy mind in no time.
Okay, hold on. Wait, what? This is kinda scary.
She's
What the
been
heck?
living a miserable life due to hysteria. How terrible it is for a young woman like her. As we all know, mental illness is taking an increasing toll on our country. Even suicide has become more rampant.
Love this
The
chapter. Good
tragedies
to
are
catch you
piling
playing
up.
it. I'm excited.
Our dear lady is in excruciating pain as we speak.
So many people like this chapter so much. So I'm
Thanks to the
excited.
development of medical science, we can again be rescued from the abyss of pain.
And your
As I said
Medicare got
before,
cut and you had to
the
choose alternate
electroshock
options? Oh
therapy
my god.
uses the most advanced technology available. The medical use of electricity dates back
It is
to
an
the
electric
18th
chair.
century.
I was right. The presentation of these obscure theories fails to enthrall the attention of the guests. Vienna's citizens possess less a thirst for knowledge than a hunger for morbid curiosities.
Isolde?
I'm kinda scared. Hey.
The youngest daughter of the Dietersdorfs? Oh, no wonder she volunteered. The treatment should do wonders for her. You
Don't hurt
know
my
there's
girl.
something wrong with that family? I heard her mother stabbed old Dietersdorf in the temple with a brass needle and killed every maid in the room.
God damn.
That thing's even made it into the curio market. I heard not even the Lord's water could clean the blood off it.
The family seems to be cursed. So far, no one's ever lived past the age of 40. In fact, the girl had a sister who died very young, and now her brother. I read in the papers that he killed himself, right? Well, the artist did what an artist would do. He wrote a sad poem and then set
Oh my
fire
God.
to his paintings, together with himself.
Depressed artist
You know
things,
what?
I guess.
My uncle works for the police. He showed me the autopsy report. The truth is, Theophil shot himself. He was killed by a bullet.
Gosh! Good thing he didn't have to suffer all that pain before he died. Poor boy, he was so talented and handsome.
These are all rich people, I assume.
But the girl, oh, she's less fortunate. Fainted at her only brother's funeral. Didn't even get to see him one last time. I hope the latest treatment will alleviate her suffering.
Lunatics. The whole family is a bunch of lunatics.
Manners, sir. This is Vienna where we call
Nobility.
these poor people
I can imagine.
arcanists.
I sincerely hope that Isolde can put an end to her miserable nightmare. After all, she is one of the most talented opera singers in Vienna. Just like her mother.
You know what they say? Talent and hysteria.
Love the
go
story
hand
from the
in hand.
roguelike too.
Think about
Oh,
it. They both
the series
come
of
from the mind.
dusk thing. I've been grinding that thing like crazy. I haven't properly read it though. The speaker notes these untimely whispers.
Quiet, please. The treatment will now begin.
I like
Are you ready, Miss
skimmed
Dietersdorf?
series of dusk.
Yes.
Oh, I'm scared. Hey, I'm so scared now. What the heck?
I'm ready. Please.
This. Oh hell no.
3, 2,
Oh heck no.
One.
Oh my god.
okay. Calm down.
This is
my
just an
lady.
electric chair.
Getting there, okay? The treatment will work.
Look at her. Oh my god.
Perseverance is a virtue. I don't think the electroshock is causing the pain you seem to be experiencing. Don't let the imaginary fear get
Brother
the
is
better of
gaslighting.
you.
Yes. Sir.
Good.
Now we'll begin stage 2. The voltage will be slightly increased. Please get ready, Miss Dietersdorf.
No!
Stage 3, an even higher voltage.
This is uncomfortable to watch. TBH. Although their sound has faded away.
Enough!
That Kakania. That diva.
Forgive the interruption, Dr.
Thank God.
Schwartz, but I need you to stop the treatment immediately.
She's so handsome. Can I say that? Can I speak my truth? She is so handsome. Her outfit is gorgeous. Anyways.
I can't help
Sorry,
but
I know there's, like,
question your
torture
methods,
happening right now.
As well as the methods of the General Medical Association. Your electroshock therapy is a gross violation of humanitarian principles. Judging from what I just saw, it only brought the patient meaningless pain and didn't help her condition one bit.
Speak your truth,
Unless,
queen.
of course, you intend to use physical pain to distract the patient from her mental pain.
Her green silhouette is delicate and sharp, like a razor slicing through the chaos.
Even though this is a conference...
Connie and Isolde have matching skins. I saw! It's so pretty! Oh my god.
The new electroshock
They're so
therapy is
gorgeous.
not what you know from the last
It's not
century.
fair.
Now that man has tamed electricity, there's no doubt that the EST is the best choice for treatment. You shouldn't take it at face value, because it's not like the underlying principles are the same as that frog
I
experiment.
apologize if you hear background noise.
My treatment
Someone is
supported by
vacuuming directly
systemic
above me.
theories and reliable references. And it is approved and sponsored by the General Medical Association.
Oh my god.
Which means it's reasonable and legitimate. Well, you are, correct me if I'm wrong, a social activist known for her little arcane tricks, Miss Cacania. Or should I say, Miss Clara? As far as I know, you don't even have a medical degree. Besides your so-called art movement, this secession, is it? It confuses me, really. Anyway, in order to have a more professional conversation, I suggest we talk later. You know, after you get a medical license.
The shade. Murmurs and fragmented laughter swell among the crowd.
No, Dr. Schwartz. This conversation has nothing to do with my personal identity or experience. I'm only asking you as a citizen of Vienna and as a human being with empathy. How can you not see that she's suffering? Have you been thoroughly brainwashed by the supposed authority of medical science? Or have you two been blinded and deafened by hysteria?
Oh! You rude little...
Get his ass.
Please allow me to reiterate, the EST is an advanced and reliable treatment. Besides, Miss Dietersdorf has signed an agreement before we started. The experiment is conducted under mutual consent. Your objection is of no use, and it is
Cacania does
harmful
rock
to
the
patient's
green.
interests. But we always welcome debate. Since you question my methods, please be my guest and indulge us with your thoughts on her condition.
As I understand it, Mr. Sigmund Freud published his studies on hysteria in 1895.
Oh yeah, what year are we in?
He believes that hysteria was a
I forgot
psychological
about the
disorder
whole
caused by problems
the whole
in
storm
the
thing for a
nervous
minute.
system.
What year are we
It was
in
not a
here?
simple organ disease. His trauma theory explains that the patient's personal life experiences were the real cause of the disorder.
Also could have watched the
affecting
character
the
trailer
patient
for
in
Assault
subtle
and
ways.
Marcus. Oh shoot. Whoopsies.
It makes much more sense to
Maybe
analyze
maybe
the
let's
patient's
watch it
traumas
next
than
stream.
to harm their body. As to
The
whether
beginning
his theory
of
is advanced
part
enough,
2.
you can read The Totem and Taboo, which he published last year.
What?
Green and purple do go good together. The gentleman's face cracks with expression. Whoa,
Right.
I can't speak.
Freud. The man who told people to marry their mothers and kill their fathers.
Hello?
The one who couldn't get a word in when his patients spewed insanity. It took him 17 years to become a professor, for God's sake. Miss Clara, I've tolerated your immature antics, and I always welcome advice and opinion, as long as they're rational and reasonable. It's just, how could you challenge me with such an amateur theory? You insult me as a gentleman, and you insult my reputation.
What? Dr. Schwartz, I did not mean to insult you.
Whoa.
Miss Dittersdorf, she's unconscious.
No shot.
How?
I wonder. Oh my
Get her
god.
off the chair now!
I'm pressed. It's only part 1. It's only the first node. And I'm already pressed. Okay. That's crazy. Electric chairs? Oh my god. Drums of March. The opening of a big crescendo. Who are these? Who are these little guys? Back in Lapis.
Move!
Oh, Medpark! Navigating this corridor is no easy feat as researchers engrossed in their Brownian motion studies hurry along without watching their step.
Shoot, are you blind or did you hit me on purpose?
A viscous, deep purple substance drips from their face onto the hem of their lab coat, miraculously landing in a spot not yet coated with other stains.
Hey, hello.
What the hell? What the hell?
You know how to control this thing? It always drips on my bed at night. I just sit back for a week.
What am I looking at?
Just remove your brain. Problem solved.
They're so funny.
That makes sense. How come I didn't think of that? Thank you for your advice. You are so sweet.
Oh, you're so welcome, pal. I'd wipe my eyes more often if I were you. Just do something to get that black snot off those lashes. The good news is, the persons in charge of this place are all dead. The bad news, the one in charge right now is
The voice
not
actors had a lot of fun with that interaction. They're silly. They're so silly.
Hello, research.
Oh my god,
medicine
Lucy!
pocket. Your meal allowance is being deducted to pay for door repair.
I don't care, Buckethead. Do your worst.
There's little segments
You
after
pens
each
don't bother
stage.
me.
Yeah, I speed read those. The head of the computing center nods, taking this as a sign of amicable agreement.
You could have called
I
me
speed
from your
read
lab terminal.
those.
The technology department has equipped every
And
researcher
more
with
often
the
than not, I
latest
skip the
communication
trails,
device,
which I feel like I shouldn't be
and I have
doing.
the
But I don't
energy
like
to
the
communicate with everyone.
the in between parts that are
Then how
voiced.
am I supposed to know whether my report is lying in your trash or not?
I don't know why.
Oh please, you know we gotta talk face to face.
I think the trails that are voiced talk too slow for my liking. With a flick of their wrist, a gray folder lands with impact, spilling its contents across the desk.
Congrats on the one and only achievement you got from the
I
man.
live for one-sided Medpock and Lucy beef. I feel like any beef with Lucy is one-sided.
You should thank the hatted cuckoo for her report.
But I love
turned into
Medpock's
the
voice
crazy monster
acting.
Yet, or the Manus would be attacking the headquarters from the Place right now. Damn it! What are you doing? Are you even listening to me?
Lucy turns her head, having just fastened the buckle on her face.
My apologies.
Oh my god.
You said
That's
we
so
needed to
uncanny.
talk face to face. If I understand it
The silly
correctly,
music.
This is your #1 request.
You always carry a face in your pocket? That's just great.
It's so uncanny without like her
You are welcome.
her regular
It
like
is our
hair.
duty to learn and meet the needs of every researcher. This will help them reach their full
Because doesn't
potential
her
while respecting the
her eye
nature of their
too
being.
have like human looking
I
hair
received
at
some
least?
letters of complaint. They asked me to develop a better sense of humor. They said it would help me understand the researcher's sarcasm, so I am studying it. 75% of the complaints mentioned they did not want to see a face on my head. Some even used strong words like, "Never let me see that face of yours again." I am glad that you are one of the other 25% researcher medicine pocket.
You know what? I don't mind if you keep that face on, as long as you let me kick it around a bit.
The newly face flaunting robot nods slightly, pleased with the renewed consensus.
Regarding your second request, I have read your report. I fully understand the side effects of the mask as well as the feasibility of the decryption.
Then what's the point? It's like trying to get the syrup formula out of a Coke can. Ugh! Again, we are all screwed without the original ritual from the Manus.
It is too early to conclude that the mask does not contain important clues. The attempts we are making are very necessary. Besides, the situation in Laplace is not as bad as you say. The side effects are completely under control. The subjects are only suffering from dehydration and mania. Fortunately, the Rehabilitation Center has extensive experience in dealing with manic patients. And some
So
researchers,
Laplace is like
yourself,
a branch
are already
of
manic without putting on
the
the mask,
Foundation,
so the side effects
right?
will not
I think.
affect them much.
Or am I misremembering? Oh, hello.
Ball pens
Humans love brains.
Yeah, kinda. Okay. Because I remember there being like 2 branches? Question mark? I don't remember.
Extensive experience, huh?
That is right. I am glad you have noticed our efforts. We have prepared a large amount of polymer materials in case of minor vandalism by the patients.
Haha. Amusing. So this is the logic of a machine, huh? Humans are as
Laplace was an
expendable
independent
in the
organization
lab
before the
as
storm.
glass.
And Xeno?
You should
Okay.
be glad that your head
Interesting.
is harder than my teeth, alright?
Your opinion surprises me, Researcher Medicine Pocket. There is a big difference between the human body and glass.
This whole interaction is so
As for
goofy.
the original ritual, you are not the first researcher to make this suggestion. We are fully aware of its importance. We
Ooh.
have dispatched investigators and members of the Field Agent Administration to investigate various
They're in
regions.
partnership. Okay,
Here are
I
the
see.
images they sent back.
Field... what?
Field Agent Administration. If you have not heard of the name before, most prefer to call them the History Guards, given their function.
Right. That team of cannon fodder. The thought of people being thrown around like garbage makes me feel lucky that I'm just a piece of glass.
Medicine Pocket lifts her head, examining the screen, their attention completely diverted.
Looks like face-to-face conversation does solve problems. Finally, we're getting somewhere. Aside from the insane
That's what Benefis is crazy.
mock. Let me guess. The blue dots are good news, huh?
Correct. They represent the safe areas immune to the storm.
There's only 2 blue dots.
North America. I should have gone there for a walk in the park. I don't deserve to suffer in this stupid gray prison.
I have to say, Researcher Medicine Pocket, even though I approved your request for a sports field, which you claimed was a humanitarian need, I think it is more of a canine need.
I suggest you install an indicator on your humor module so we know when to laugh. See? Like this blinking red dot. Is that Vienna?
Yes.
Oh. They wait, but the android does not offer up any further information.
Alright! Not privy to the information, huh? I know of your tricks. One day I will find the logical fallacies in your words, I swear. And this here... yellow. Better than the worst, worse than the best. That's the agency. What's all the fuss about? Don't tell me there's a 500-meter-long blue crab.
No.
Similar.
No sightings of large marine organisms other than the Gorgon. This is where Timekeeper and her team are right now. By the way, it seems you can distinguish between colors precisely, so the canine elements in you are more of a personal choice
Okay,
than an innate
Shade.
trait.
That's
I
crazy.
see your efforts on improving your sense of humor, I do, but that's enough now. Turn off the module, okay? Who the heck put these complaints in the box? I'm gonna kick their teeth out.
Back to business. Timekeeper and her team are in a bit of a situation. The details are classified, and I am not privy to them either.
Huh. Classified. I know what's going on. In this place, classified means they're in big trouble.
Big trouble they are. Oh my god.
What are they? Hope did not tell us about these things! Get away from me, you arcane fiends!
Marcus? Marcus?
Unknown island appears on the Asian Sea. So it just appeared when Timekeeper and them arrived on
Sorry,
it.
Madam Hoffman. I was reading the newspaper.
Marcus is so cute.
I know I told you to practice your arcane skills more, but you don't have to do it all the time. I just told you the oath to secrecy for this mission. Level 2 Investigator Marcus, repeat it to me.
Remember the field mission manual? Never disclose any information about the storm or the era to irrelevant people. Never build unnecessary connections with the current era. Never disclose any real information about the headquarters to members of the branch. Never discuss confidential matters in unrelated settings. Never contact or interfere with the insignificant. Stay out of their lives, silently observe and respect their lives. And why is the stupid train never on time?
Did I really say that?
Yes, in a low voice, after the last random stop.
You
How
have
cute.
a talent for multitasking, I'll give you that. But the point is, as a rookie investigator, your focus should really be on the mission.
Yes, Madam Hoffman, I'm so sorry.
Laplace has analyzed the information from the field agent squad and suggested several critical points on where the storm may arrive. One of them is Vienna. The history guards have reported sightings of Menace leaders there. Considering they will probably do the same things they did in 1929, you know, escalate the international conflicts to accelerate the reverse, this mission is probably quite risky.
It's okay, Madam Hoffman. I am fully prepared. I've been waiting for my first field mission since I joined the Foundation. Thank you for approving my application, or I'd still be talking to rusty filing cabinets and diamond patterns on a wall.
No need to thank me, Investigator Marcus. Your application has been approved by headquarters, as your arcane skills will prove very useful on this mission. This time we will track down Manus Vindictae in Vienna, and gather intelligence on their rituals. The intelligence should help with the storm immunity research, making it the top priority of all other missions. That's why I said your arcane skill reading will be useful on this mission.
Yes, understood.
The young student straightens up. Her mentor catches her emotion and replies smilingly.
I know how lucky you must feel for returning to your era, after being isolated from the outside world for so long. I will take you to Romania and visit the orphanage where you used to live. If we still have time for that after the mission.
Oh.
I'll do my best, Madam Hoffman. Whatever you need, as long as my arcane skill can do it.
How sweet.
By the way, how's the timekeeper doing on Agent Island?
Marcus, have you already forgotten what I just told you? This is a confidential matter.
But it's in the news. Unknown island appears on the agency. Forces attacked by arcane creatures. Ownership over island causing conflicts between Bulgaria, Serbia, and Greece. Austro-Hungarian Empire and Russian Empire to establish a negotiating committee. Madam Hoffman, the
I should not be surprised that the country's first instinct upon hearing that a random island appeared is who gets to own it first.
Since it is caused by the Arcanum. Now,
But I
just
mean,
focus on our
I'd been there,
destination,
so
Vienna. Time to get out. Grab your luggage.
interesting. Fork and Port? I don't know. Lengthy procedures, excessive paperwork, and bureaucratic red tape. I'm fighting. Yippee. Ring Road.
Here it is, the national treasure of Austria.
German for cake? Oh.
The creamy chocolate
Oops.
cake, the buttery ganache, and the delicious apricot jam. Created by the ingenious apprentice Franz Sacker in 1832, renowned throughout the world. The dessert of Vienna, Sackertot.
That sounds good.
My first time seeing a real one.
At the cafe's entrance, Marcus's fork holds reluctantly over her mentor's little
How
gift.
should
I
cut
can't
it?
speak today.
If I cut straight, the cake will get mushy. If I cut sideways,
She's
I'll
so
miss
real
out
for
on
this.
the
I do that
filling.
too. I do that too. Oh my god.
What if I eat it in one bite? No, how unrefined. The director would scold me for that. I have to think carefully. There must be some other way. Remember all your training, Investigator Marcus. This is the most important moment of your life.
She's so real.
Don't get too excited or you'll ruin it.
Austria seems like a really pretty place to go.
Oh no.
I'd like to go one day. As Hoffman cups the sacerdote into with calculated precision.
But
No, nothing. Thank you for deciding for me.
So cute. The cake rightly is a national treasure, soft and layered with apricot jam. It is consumed in mere moments. Oh, Marcus.
what's with the tears, Marcus?
Because
70 euro?
the cake is way too sweet.
Oh. The cafe bustles with others coming and going. As Hoffman checks her watch for now. Oh my god, I can't speak.
According to the plan,
Whoops.
the head of the Vienna branch would pick us up and guide us through the necessary procedures of this era. But our train was 2 hours late.
Oh damn.
That being the case, our Mr. Carl should have been waiting for 2 hours, but so far there's no sign of any gentleman in the Foundation's uniform.
So Mr. Carl is also more than 2 hours late.
A clever deduction.
God, I can't do
Let us
public
hope otherwise.
transportation. I went to Japan
check if he got
once.
here
The
before
first and currently only time I went to Japan. The trains were not it for me. I can't do public transportation, and especially not trains, because I get really motion sick.
I bet that island is a secret base of the Dual Entente. That's why the Bulgarians are so anxious. They're worried about their exit on the Aegean Sea. A friend of mine is in the Navy. He saw a ship leaving the harbor loaded with gold. War is coming, friend.
No. How does that explain the arcane creatures over there? I'd say it's never been discovered before, like the Celtic otherworld.
So did the island really just like
heavenly land
appear
beyond the
out of
sea,
nowhere
Baron's legend.
when Timekeeper and the others
Arcanum has
got on?
declined after the Enlightenment. It is an honor for all of us in this era to find such a paradise from the past. You're not fit to be human if you don't understand what that island means to us, my friend.
Secret base. Other world. Fascinating. I need to write this down.
Marcus opens her notebook, jotting down these bits of trivia with a quick and earnest enthusiasm. Her desire to catch the length and breadth of these comments forces her to lean quite conspicuously until she finds she has become an object of spectacle herself.
Miss, could you show me your papers, please?
Little nosy.
Ah, right. I'm sorry. My friend has it. Could you hold on a minute? I am an arcanist sent from the headquarters of the St. Pavlov Foundation. I have a letter of introduction from the head of the Vienna branch.
I think they concealed it somehow.
Arcanist?
I don't remember.
Then you come with us, miss. Hands up and be quiet.
I literally read it like last week. But I don't remember if it was concealed or if it was... I think it might have been. Uh-oh. Hoffman's attention is drawn to the commotion unfolding outside the window.
Sir?
The silly music. A single misstep causes a mistaken interpretation, a sign of defiance. Oh my god. Enough to compel these loyal city guardians to fulfill their duty.
Don't let her get away!
Oh my god. She just got here. Give us a break. Okay, I guess I'm using my ult team.
Nothing unexpected.
With like no best in slot psy cubes, but whatever.
They said.
Oh, we're here. Recoleta is freaking crazy. I don't.
Even for a great.
I was shocked. She's crazy. And then Melania Euphoria is like the most insane thing ever. These two, oh my god. There's Jesus Christ. Every time I use Recoleta, like who cares about type advantage? Use Recoleta.
Conventional choice. A mice pass.
And it's funny because like I don't remember. I think during release, I'm not completely sure because of course I was not playing. Where did my mouse go? I wasn't playing for that long after release, but like it's hard. I feel like it was hard to do good damage or like really like the kind of big numbers you get in like other gacha games like Genshin or Star Rail or something. Like, but Recoleta is just kind of crazy.
Exactly.
I love her. I can't wait to get to chapter 9, actually.
What is happening? At ease, gents. Allow me to explain. This respectable lady is most definitely not a Russian spy.
A portly gentleman with a handlebar mustache hurries over, his forehead glistening with sweat.
Ah, Miss Hoffman! So, this
Is this
lady
Carl?
with the big
Mr. Carl?
face is your
Or whatever his name was.
assistant? No spy would be stupid enough to carry an entire case of papers in public. So will be all, gentlemen.
The guards offer their salute before ushering the golems back to their posts. Hoffman's face is a picture of awkwardness, one that could mark a new entry for this exact situation in the next field mission manual.
The gentlemen in Vienna have become exceedingly sensitive after the infamous espionage cases of 1913. And their pride was almost destroyed by the Redl case. The man was even head of counterintelligence, and had a sexual orientation not tolerated in his time. Well, I'm not sure which of the reasons hurt them more. Sorry, Marcus. I should have told you that, as your supervisor.
She nods but only manages a half-spoken grunt of affirmation.
The belief that arcanists cannot cast arcane skills without the ability to speak. So old and superstitious. Like muzzling a dog when it gets out of control. Can we dispel it now, Mr. Carl?
I have to remind you, Miss Hoffman, that theoretically we have to go through an entire approval process before I authorize the dispelling of the mute spell.
What the crap?
But whatever, who cares? They shouldn't have treated a young lady like that, for whatever reason.
Mr. Carl is a portly and pale man, his appearance punctured by the scent of punch cards in every way representative of the Empire's bureaucratic system. Overall, he seems a pleasant sort of man, despite his position.
Relax. This was just a minor incident. You'll never find another place as tolerant as Vienna. The very same principles the Foundation strives for. All registered arcanists can come and go as they please in this beautiful city. We even offer artists and musicians perks that cover every aspect of their lives, because Vienna loves art and music.
Doesn't that sound nice?
Oh, speaking of registered arcanists, could you show me her Arcanum license?
Arcanum license?
Yes, ladies from the headquarters. Even so, I'm more than willing to skip some unnecessary procedures for you. We still have to be careful about security, you know, especially when dealing with arcanists.
The portly bureaucrat rubs his hands together slyly. It is evident that he would be no easier to deal with than the golems. Oh.
I don't think the headquarters issues such a license. No one told us to apply for one.
Oh, there must be some mistake. All arcanists entering Europe must possess an arcanum license issued by the local government. Austria enacted this policy in 1756. We abolished it in 1868, but we're in the time of great tension, so...
That's not convincing.
You know... Perhaps this lady knows something. Miss Marcus?
Yes?
You are an arcanist, even so you're sent by the headquarters, correct? Show to me then. Your arcanum license.
Hoffman's brow furrows. This then is what it looks like when those in power wish to exert their authority. But the more pressing crisis here is that there would be no way to produce an authentic paper from 1914 without adequate preparation.
Marcus is my assistant on this mission, Mr. Carl. She is not to answer your questions directly given her rank and status. It is me, the one in charge, that you should turn to, not my assistant.
Oh, lady from headquarters, don't get me wrong. I didn't mean to usurp your authority. It's not
lady from headquarters?
You didn't have to.
I have a...
Or a name. Hello? Marcus hands over a slip of paper from her pocket.
Here.
Oh my god. Words.
Oh. Hmm?
Mr. Carl bursts into a series of protracted sighs.
Is everything okay, Mr. Carl? Is it not acceptable?
Oh.
Oh, yes, it's a perfectly good license. I can even smell the ink from the government office. Welcome to Vienna, Miss Arcanist from Romania. You should have shown it to me sooner.
Marcus has the
It would have saved
Arcanist
us a
license
lot of
because she's
trouble.
from the previous 1914. Oh, okay. The portly man smiles as he returns the permit to Marcus, who seems as though she has just stepped off a rocking boat.
I'm so sorry to have wasted your time.
I mean, that's what I think that's what
Speaking of
Hoffman
which,
was saying
no offense, but
earlier,
you are
right?
2 hours and 15 minutes late, Mr. Carl.
In the train. At least implying that she was reversed by the storm. Hoffman picked her up back at the 1912 storm. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Finance and I had a little too much at lunch. Well, your train was late too, wasn't it?
You were having lunch when you were supposed to be here. We agreed.
Relax, lady from the headquarters. You're just not used to this pace around here.
I don't like Carl. You weirdo.
Look at this industrialization and so-called modern designs. They have turned our beloved city and our carefree life into a cold, impersonal machine. Please forgive the train staff, the sewer workers, and the plumbers. It is their right to be a little unpunctual, and enforcing this right is a symbol of our free will. In the end, you didn't wait too long, and I got to enjoy my lunch. It all worked out, right?
Hoffman remains unswayed and indignant, while behind her Marcus hangs her head. Clearly, Mr. Carl's joy is his alone.
So, why was your train late?
It crashed into a deer. A deer with free will.
Tragic. All right, forgive this old Carl for his minor mistake, ladies. The rumors about the Golden Isle had kept the branch busy. There was no one else but me to pick you up. It wouldn't have been so embarrassing if headquarters had sent us manpower instead of taking it from us.
I am also on the job, Mr. Carl. Should I include your complaints in the report?
Get his ass.
That's okay. It's just a group of lunatics banished to an island. They're arcane criminals from a small country, and people will forget about them in less than a month. Only a few would believe that it has any real influence on Vienna. You know, the young artists who think highly of themselves, the schemers with evil plans, and the conspiracy theorists suffering from neurasthenia. The Megars and the Bohemians are already giving us a headache. Arcanists, they are not at all the Empire's top ethnic concern.
But
top
aren't
ethnic
you in charge
concern.
of the registration and management of arcanists?
Well, first of all, isn't my loyalty to His Majesty and the Empire? Before you use the title Head of the Vienna branch to define me, I am first and foremost an honored citizen of Vienna. And I serve our great Emperor, lady.
Brother.
And I thought you said this was a tolerant city.
Oh yes, we are responsible for dealing with the problems caused by the Arcanists, just as we deal with the Megars and the Bohemians.
Mr. Carl swings his cane and strides forward cheerfully.
All right, that's the venerable Vienna branch of the St. Pavlov Foundation over there. Let's go.
Marcus touches her left cheek, still warm from the touch of the mute incantation.
Mr. Call is very different from the staff of the headquarters.
I agree.
In fact, most of the time the branch members aren't comrades who share the same goals with us. They're more like local officials we have to deal with. We need them as a buffer between the Foundation and the local governments. They can help us maintain peace in the human world. But you can't ask too much of them. Not all of them are cosmopolitans. Most of them put their emperor and their country first. That's why we shouldn't disclose classified information to them. Does it still hurt?
Austria-Hungary back then covered a lot of Eastern European nations under their border and influence. Interesting. A mentor swings around as if on a swivel, with a face of plain curiosity.
Marcus, did you already have that license before you joined the Foundation?
Yes. Austria abolished that policy in 1868, but Romania did not until 1913.
Oh.
I carried it with me out of habit. Thank goodness I did. This is indeed the era I'm from. That time has returned.
Never disclose any information about the storm or the era to irrelevant people.
The apprentice halts her speech. Whoa, words. Okay.
Put away your license. We need to catch up with Carl. Remember my words, Marcus. Never trust anyone, even if they're a branch member of the Foundation.
Interesting. Carl's kind of weirdo. A little bit of a weirdo, if I may speak. Secession... Whoa, yeah. Secession building. Must a fork always be paired with a cake? Must art always adhere to a tradition? Ooh. Fancy.
So this is the Vienna branch? It's splendid. Look at the walls, simple yet elegant. It's like a temple of modern art. I can read the contrast between different shapes and textures. This
is a
Mr.
real
Ulrich
building
must have put
standing
so
and
much
presenting
effort
art.
into
Oh
the
my
design.
gosh, wait, that's so cool.
It must be a very pleasant place to work at, Mr. Call.
Oh, no. This is a secession building. Another meeting place for the young artists to show off, other than the cafes. They said they wanted to break away from traditional art. Well, it's more like they're breaking away from human life.
Catch me flying to Vienna to take pictures
There's nothing
of
to like here.
the building that
Only
show up in reverse.
inexplicable paintings and neurasthenic lunatics. But people keep coming back. They
I'm sure
argue with
cosplayers
secession
do
groups
that.
To the secession, like cells dividing through mitosis. The entrance to our venerable branch is on the left. Please follow me.
A massive golem stands at the door, towering over the approaching trio.
Notice the guard? It's the most loyal and reliable knight of Vienna. Powered entirely by arcane ritual.
You can be a
The
guide.
greatest achievement since the
That'd be so
revival
silly.
of Arcanum in Europe. In 1662, a royal magician from London offered it to the emperor at the time. Since then, it's guarded the empire for centuries.
Ah, sir.
A figure emerges from within the shadow of the golem. Of the golem?
Greetings, dear Sascapia. How is your son Tamino? I hear he's not getting along well with
Why are his eyes so big? What the heck?
He's a strange one. What's he doing standing in the corner like that?
My apologies, Miss Hoffman. Please hold on. Terrific, Heinrich! Just as terrific as your pathetic art career!
God damn!
That's great! Best wishes to
God
you.
damn, what was that? Oh my god!
Oh, my apologies.
He stands in the distance, giving a nod towards Hoffman and Marcus.
Greetings to you, Angelotti. And unknown lady.
The gentleman turns and moves briskly into the temple-like edifice, as peculiar in its exit as he was in his entrance.
See, he is one of those crazy artists. Everyone knows that I only have this beautiful daughter of mine. This mustacheless gentleman went to study in Berlin and
Mustacheless
is just
gentleman.
pretend.
Okay. Is that an
I guess
insult?
He didn't learn much in class. And
Is that how we insult people over here?
Opera. He must have listened to Wagner and Mozart so much it damaged his central nervous system. That's why he sees everyone as a character in an opera.
What is this beef?
Operas and music.
What is this beef happening right now?
Your eyes
It's so
and your
specific.
ears with useless sounds.
Hello?
Is every artist like this? Scarpia, Angelotti. They are indeed characters from the opera Tosca.
Oops! I am getting off topic.
Carl's cane raps on the stone creature in front of him.
Don't worry. We've modified its original ritual to meet the needs here. Lots of people come in and out after all. You just need to knock on the armor 3 times, touch your mustache, and it will let you in.
Pardon?
Ah, I forgot you have no mustaches, my dear ladies. But you do have a...
What the hell is going on?
First of all, I am not an arcanist. Second, I am not as humorous as you think.
Wilhelm Beard, named after the Emperor of Germany, was super in fashion back then, like Carl's wearing right now. Oh, interesting.
Everyone's like Heinrich.
So he's just insulting the other guy for not keeping up with the trends.
Just give me the list of arcanists we mentioned in the letter, Mr. Carl. We don't need to go into the branch.
Oh no, do you really want to miss the scenery of the Donau? And the sight of the modern transport system? There's no better way to tour the ring roads than by carriage. And we've booked a room for
Oh my
you
god,
at
this
the
guy's such a
Zaka
yapper.
Hotel.
Not having a
By the
beard or
way,
mustache
have you
at the
tried
time
the
was
treasure
unmanly. I see.
Thank you. We already had it while you were enjoying your lunch. Now, please, give us the list.
Hoffman's tone marks the request as non-negotiable. She is
And I'm sure you've
handsome.
received
This
a
is
telegram
crazy.
from the
This whole
headquarters.
cast.
You are to investigate the people around Theophil von Dittersdorf.
Got a whole cast of peak character design.
All right. It's a pity, lady from the headquarters. Here you are. And that's all of it. All of it. Oh, and this. 2 tickets to the Vienna Royal Orchestra. Please give them to
Ooh.
Mr. Richard, and when you see him, send my sincerest regards.
Hoffman stands still, maintaining a distant politeness.
I will.
Who's Mr. Rickard?
The contact between the Foundation and the Vienna branch in 1914. A phantom of history. At that time, people still believed the golden age that had begun with the last generation would continue as it should, and that their positions in government would be as unshakable as the long-standing empire.
Hoffman nods, watching as old Carl taps his cane and strokes his beard before disappearing into the corridor opened by the golem.
Shoot, it won't let me in.
Ooh.
You're not joking, are you, Mr. Carl?
I am not. Darn! What is going on? Is this thing broken? Oh, no, I'm stuck. Oh, my belly. Oh, I had the
What is happening?
meat in Paris.
Uh-oh. The ancient knight awakens in a slow stir, shaking off a heavy layer of dust as thick as the Viennese title.
What on earth is going on? Why is the defense system activated?
A comical voice emanates from within the statue, lilting and quick like a rubber ball bouncing around inside a hollow frame.
Marcus, can you read its internal rituals?
She's so done. Honestly real.
Considering its sluggishness, yes, I think so.
Good. It's a good chance for you to get some experience. Just stay safe.
Oh boy. So how does Marcus's arcane skills work? Because she keeps mentioning reading, and I'm not quite catching on. What I mean, I guess obviously I haven't seen it. They perfectly nailed the German traits with Hoffman. That's awesome.
I think, pick yourself up. Let's go. That's nothing. Take it easy.
I was like, why? I've been trying to do the 100 meters of the reveries, and I've been suffering. And I was very confused for like 2 seconds. Like, why is Villa not? Like, why are my Villa cards not showing? I'm doing story mode. Get it together, Ari. God, I can't do 100 meters. I think that's only because I only have like 2. I really only have 2 usable teams. If I'm being so for real. I maxed out Melania's Euphoria stupidly fast. I feel like I didn't need to.
My crucible really has a mind of its own.
Marcus can read everything in the book, just like 37 can see everything as numbers. Oh, okay. That's interesting.
We're ready for the finale.
What am I doing?
It's a tough one, boss. I think, pick yourself up. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, action.
I think something had been mentioned too much since starting my reverse playthroughs is
That's what it's all about.
the
Life or death battle and victory.
what is the word for that? You know how there's like world building and then there's like magic building in fantasy? I think there's like a word for that. I can't remember what it is. But reverse's like magic building or whatever it is really fascinating to me because I feel like that's hard to get right. Or not just hard to get right, it's hard to be consistent and it's hard to be unique nowadays.
Adapt
with
and
magic
advance.
systems.
Arcanum should be kept up with the times.
Like
not
anyone who's
lock
ever
itself
tried to
away in a
write
museum and
a
wallow in the
fantasy,
good old days.
whatever kind of media, is like
There was something visibly wrong.
it's hard. It's hard to think of something
and
that's
we were
like
rightfully doing our job. If you have any concerns about
unique,
this, I'll include them in the
but
report.
not like stupidly complicated.
And I should remind you that you spent too much time on your free will. We're running out of time.
9! Procedures are not the problem, darn it. You're not German, are you?
The division head mutters softly before proceeding inside at last.
So what's wrong?
Best thing
with the
about magical
golem?
realism is there's no power system or world building. Yeah.
As Mr. Carl said,
It's so interesting. I feel like fantasy is the one thing that I can't write because I can't figure out an intuitive way to include magic
related to maintenance or
that's
repair.
not overdone, but not too complicated.
hope
Because
so.
my brain is a little small.
Now take a
I'm
look
a
at
little
this before
slow.
Mr. Carl comes out. Several days ago, a member of the field agent squad found a
If I was
painting
streaming,
in this
if I
magazine,
hadn't been streaming
Japan.
reverse, and if I hadn't been playing this
belonged to
without all of you
Teofil von
guys,
Dittersdorf,
I would be
a
confused
deceased artist
throughout the
from
entire
Vienna
thing.
who committed suicide. Its
Ooh.
name is The Salvation, and it was found along with a poem. The poem mentions the doomsday, the reversal of time, and the rain.
Salvation. And
Like I think the best
so
way for me usually to notice
And given the
patterns
sightings
and
of
like
Manus leaders in Vienna, we believe
for some
Teofil
reason
came in
foreshadowing
contact
does
with
not
Manus
work on
leaders
me.
before he died.
I don't know
And
why. For
probably
some reason I
learned the
can't
truth
catch
of
on
the
to
storm
foreshadowing
and the message of
unless I
salvation.
like read or watch
This was
that
how
thing
Manus
a second
Leader
time.
recruited arcanists in 1929.
But then with like games like Reverse that are pretty
he
long,
knew the method
I
of
doubt
salvation.
that I'd be
Why
doing
he
this a
still
second
killed
time.
himself?
Unless I'm doing another replaying after like a year and completely forgot everything.
Auf der Suche nach Silenus im Walde fragte ich ihn. Was ist das Beste und Wunderbarste für den Mensch? Die Lehre, wo der Mensch nie geboren wurde, sagte er. Ich betrachtete ihn, den Ring des Lebens.
That's good. That way the twists are surprising. That's true.
Deine Hände formen den Ring.
I think I have good.
Und das Urteil wird
I think I have some
ausgesprochen.
good reactions in my past few
Am
streams.
nächsten Tag, in der Dämmerung, wenn die Geschichte verblasst. O Welt, sein Kopf beißt sich in seine Füße. Seine Knie
The
berühren
German
seinen
chapter was
Nass.
nice to just autoplay it. I think that's so cool.
Sie bewohnen die
I think that's
Erde
like
und
one of the
warten
coolest.
darauf,
I said it before, probably.
dass
That's
der Himmel
one of the coolest things about the
Gestern
English
wird
dub
zum Morgen.
of
Morgen
Reverse.
verwandelt sich wieder in gestern. Wer wird im Regen verschwinden?
They're very generous
Wem
with
wird das
their
ewige
use
Glück
of
gewährt? Die Gnade
multilingual
von oben.
actors, and I think that's
Und
great.
diese Lehre, das Aufhören der Existenz.
We saw the voice actress is an actual Canadian opera singer who studied German opera, so she sounds really
that was
good
so
with
moving,
German.
Miss
That's
Sigmund.
so cool. What the heck?
Poor Sigmund. My best friend has returned to the void. Thank you all for coming today to shed tears for our departed hero. He was a righteous and noble
This guy has
man
such a baby face. I can't take him
cared for his
seriously.
people. He was still trying to save the arcanists on the Golden
This is their
Isle
first time
before he
voice
died.
acting. Oh my god.
He left
That's
us so many
crazy.
beautiful poems and
And she's
paintings.
good. What the heck?
Shame that the fire burnt everything to ashes. The only thing that survived was
Being a voice
the
actor sounds so
salvation.
cool. But I simply
We
could
live in
never.
a golden age of progressive ideas. We believe the Enlightenment would make ignorance history.
I can
and
sing.
lead us to paradise
I can do
where
that, but I can't
everyone
voice
would be
act.
saved. The barrier between arcanists and humans would be removed. In
I'd end
Vienna,
up being
tolerant city,
those voice
we would stand together
actors who
hand
can
in
only
hand,
do
back to back,
their
reliving the intimacy
their
we
own
once
their
shared
just
when we
their
first
regular
came into this
voice.
world. Oh, world.
For
Its
Cocania, they
head
actually
bites
casted a
its
German
feet,
voice actress for
its
the
knees
German
touch
lines,
its
but they sound so
nose.
similar you wouldn't notice. Oh,
But
interesting.
the reality is, the survival space of arcanists is shrinking. We tried to speak up in our own language, but that only makes us strangers in our own land. That's why we have decided to exhibit Sigmund's last work. Not only in memory of the deceased, but in memory of his noble spirit, his sincere concern for his people, and his scrutiny of this tragic world.
The people gathered nod their heads. Some of the women begin to weep softly.
There is no need to be sad, my friends. He has left us with the Rheingold. We will found a committee with the funds
Aiden Dawn is
raised
just
by
doing the English
exhibition
line. She's also now
to improve
Cyrene
the
and Hawkeye
conditions
Star
of
Rail and getting
unregistered
nominated for Voice Actor of the Year. Holy crap! Oh my god!
And the most outstanding opera singer in Vienna.
That's crazy.
Isolde von Dietersdorf will present the details.
Oh my god, good for her. Amidst applause, Heinrich bows, handing off the stage to its true protagonist. There's Queen. She takes a graceful step forward.
Now I
I don't get to see her do anything.
why we were ordered to
Okay.
investigate Teofil's connections. There may be spies from Manus Vindictae among them.
Her mentor nods in approval, handing over a stack of documents.
I know the Vienna branch has a lot of bureaucratic problems, but we need their help to carry out the mission in this era. The search warrant, the letter of introduction, the evidence collection permit. They've provided us with all the official documents we need in this era, as well as a list of all the arcanists in Vienna in 1914. But we're not going to cooperate with them any further, because of the requirements to confidentiality. We'll only need manpower from them in the following operations.
Marcus replies by opening the thick register of arcanists, desperate to prove she hasn't gotten distracted this time.
In case you spend a whole day on the A section, Marcus, we're looking for Teofil. Starts with a T.
How did you know I was starting from line A?
The apprentice droops her shoulders, sinking back into the book. With the help of her arcane skill, she easily finds the information that Hoffman seeks.
It says Teofil belonged to... a
Marcus
group of
and
artists called
Hoffman's
the Circle.
dynamic is so cute, actually.
They often gathered in the secession building. Madam Hoffman, I think we can make contact with them one by one.
Oh, hello.
What's happening?
I sense strong arcane fluctuations over there.
Her eyes center on the door of the secession building.
I think
I can't say that word.
It's a ghost?
I'm sorry. We got ghosts? I don't want to deal with a ghost. A bad hello? Why is she on the ground? Oh my god. A bad seance. They lift chairs, smash furniture, and jump out of walls, and there's nothing you can do to stop them. Oh, are we actually dealing with ghosts? Hello. Okay, sure. Why not?
Isolde? Isolde!
Hello?
My god, she passed out again!
Oh my god. Oh my god. People gather around in a loose circle, wringing their hands but offering little help, knowing there is little they can do besides making a spectacle of their compassion.
She must have smelling salts on her. Find them.
What is going on? Make way.
Aiden's also doing the voice for Voyager, if I should have her. I do not have Voyager.
People, make way for the doctor.
I tried to get her on my ult, but I did not.
Isolde, can you hear me? Oh no, it's a seizure. She's going to bite herself. Get a stick. Heinrich, do you have any props she can bite?
Doctor, help! Please help me! They are here! The paintings, they are here!
She can't wait. Isolde, open your mouth.
Doctor, your hand is bleeding from the bite.
It's okay. What happened just now? She was fine when I left 10 minutes ago.
I don't know. We finished reciting Sigmund's poem and...
Sigmund? Oh, you mean Teofil? I see what's going on here. You've aroused her trauma.
You shouldn't have invited her to her brother's exhibition, Heinrich. And you even read his death notice in public. Ah, you should have known it would upset
Okay,
her.
that is a little bit tone deaf of him. To be honest. That's a little tone deaf of Heinrich.
I thought she had completely recovered.
Oh, poor Isolde.
She should have recovered from the electroshock therapy.
No, she did not. Oh my god.
What kind of nonsense is that? Dr. Schwartz is a liar.
PMO.
without conscience. He takes pleasure in the pain of his patients. I know how
Get
he managed to
him.
fool the
Oh my
medical
god,
association.
Kanya. You're the only person here with
Those
common
rich
sense.
morons don't care about the patients at all. Soon as you mention fancy words like advanced or science, they'll throw their wallets at you as if to be left behind by the times.
Speak your truth.
They're all blinded by the shining glamour of progressivism. And they even scoff at psychoanalysis, the real meaningful discovery of the era.
A piercing scream silences her arguments. Is that from her? Oh my god. The screaming woman, drenched in sweat, sees the framed painting turn into a bone saw aimed at cutting open her skull. I can't read like this. What the heck is going on? How adorable and almost delightful thought, but, what if it's like the oil paint on this canvas, or like a teacup, like a neat triangle, like a square, like a square, like a square, like a circle? Whoa, that's trippy. Oh, she is going through it. I heard a gun. Did you see him shoot himself? The electric lights go out and a series of candles ignite simultaneously.
Schau dir den Ring an, Theophil. Ist so wunderschön.
Oh, she's traumatized. Oh, you poor thing. In the candlelight, Isolde's face is deathly pale.
Nein, das war meine Schuld. Ja, ich werde es besser machen. Ich kann es schaffen. Ich kann immer noch singen.
Isolde?
The woman pulls Kakania down by her
Bitte, schau
Hello?
mich an, Doktor. Hilf mir. Bitte, hilf mir.
I will, Isolde. Now let go of me first.
Isolde's character song is also sung by herself.
It's a
Hell
seance.
yes, I love that for her.
Miss Tosk only does it before a performance.
It's a seance.
Of course it turned out this way. She's lost control. She summoned evil spirits this time, not the good ones.
Nein, nein. Geh weg, geh weg.
Kakania breaks free from her grip and follows Isolde's distant gaze.
She's afraid of the paintings. Oh, poor girl.
On the JP
It's
channel,
the
they
brother's
sing a
paintings.
duet together. Oh my god. Whoa, hello. Oh my god, we got spirits.
Miss Kakania, watch out!
Heinrich, give me a hand. Draw the ghosts away by whatever means.
What are we doing? We're fighting? Okay. I wasn't expecting ghosts. TBH. If I may be honest.
I have all the essentials for writing poetry. You, me, and our opponents.
These souls are no longer bound to their bodies. They're a nuisance to deal with.
Hey, over there! Leave the doctor alone! I bought this bullet with my savings. Who took it out of my body? It was you. You!
Hello?
Enough of your ugly fuss. What family are you from, miss? How much property do you own?
Go away! It's not working! You'll have to try harder, Mr. Heinrich. Leave her be, gentlemen.
Okay, sure.
En todos los momentos. Truants and those.
I don't quite know what's going on right now, but we're fighting ghosts. For some reason, JP has some extra songs. They also have a Verdant song after chapter 7 sung by her JPPA. I feel like games do that.
Back with the stink of a
TBH.
How dare you? Lay those
How many chapters do I plan to get through today? I am most likely only going to do half of chapter 6 and continue the second half tomorrow at the same time. Cause okay. So I have an alt account that I used to check how long. I did not need to do that. that I used to check how long each thing each chapter is. And then I also looked up like full gameplay with no commentary, just like going through it. That thing is 6 hours long. I'm not streaming for 6 hours. So I'll, as much as I can, I'll do half of this chapter. Oh, it dodged it. That's cool. Sold as a medium so she can channel ghosts. Okay. Interesting.
Please don't have my body. No, father will scold me.
Oh. It's a little sad. What am I doing? What is happening?
The show's on. How we plan it.
We're not thinking today.
Time waits for no.
Not with these story battle segments. The one thing I can't figure out in this freaking game is like the whole dodge thing. Because it dodged her ult, and then it did not dodge her direct attack after that.
Take this.
So
Catching a ghost with my hands.
Yeah.
It's so soft and sticky.
Ew. It dodges the first attack. Yeah, that's what I assumed. Well, I beat it, so
Exactly.
I'm fine. We're chill.
Sie sind jetzt sicher, Isolde. Spüren Sie nun den Druck meiner Hände.
The wandering spirits busy themselves in entangling the unfortunate gentleman. Kukania, catching her breath, gently clasped her hands over Isolde's ears.
Der Druck wird Sie an einige Dinge erinnern.
Multiple types of dodges.
Langsam und
Okay.
stetig in Ihren Kopf gelangen und Ihnen nicht schaden. Gut, das ist es. Wenn ich den Druck loslasse, öffnen Sie langsam Ihre Augen. Diese Dinge werden sanft zu Boden fallen, wie Federn. Jetzt fangen Sie sie vorsichtig auf. Jetzt sagen Sie mir, was haben Sie gesehen? Was ist passiert?
The woman clenches her teeth, struggling to push out her gritted words.
Dr. Schwartz told me that humans are rational and we should be able to control ourselves completely. But I failed. The Dittersdorfs can't afford another lunatic like me.
Oh my god, it's generational trauma. Okay.
I will be abandoned by the audience. By
Oh, you
everyone.
poor thing. Oh my god.
No, you are not them, Isolde. As long as you receive proper treatment in the hospital.
Akania ASMR video
Please
when?
don't, please.
Real.
I'm cured. The shock therapy worked well, very well.
No. No. Oh my god.
No, I mustn't act like Mother or Teofil. The Dittersdorfs can't bear.
Oh my god.
The
You
Oberheim
poor
can't bear.
thing. Still murmuring, her breathing gradually evens out.
Heinrich, please take Miss Dittersdorf to get some rest.
I will.
The gentleman barks a command to the guests gathered around and moves to help the girl into the backstage. Kakania rises, rushing to the door of the secession building like a gust of
What
wind.
about
I
you,
can't
Doctor?
say that word.
Where are you going?
I'm going to get that Schwartz.
Her green figure swiftly disappears beneath the doorway. Get him! But before the door can close, a hand halts its motion.
Kakanya? Huh? You are from the Foundation. And Angelotti and the unknown lady?
Ooh. Oh, Isolde. That's so sad. You poor thing. Yes, Prime Minister. Jesus Christ. Oh, if you could only say the right name, everything would be so much easier. What the hell does that mean? That's kind of eerie. Outside the Temple of Art, the mentor imparts a final set of admonitions to her apprentice.
Remember, Marcus, the working staff of the Foundation branch will take care of the dispute.
Isolde's
in their
family has a
fashion.
history of channeling,
You just need to
usually
follow him
stronger
in.
with the women of her family. Why does it keep opening the log? I'm not pressing it.
The members of the circle are top priority.
Have
But
fun playing
before
a solid
any of them
character
can be
story, totally
convicted,
wholesome.
as said before,
I'm sure.
all we have to do is silently observe and respect their lives.
Understood.
I still have to do 37's character story
I almost
actually.
bumped into her.
I got distracted
That
with
lady in
drawing
green seemed to be in it.
after that stream.
Shall I ask the gentleman from the branch who she is? Oh, he seems busy at the moment. But that gentleman is a person of
Mouse
this
wheel
era.
opens the
If I
log.
interrupt him,
No
will
freaking
I
wonder.
also
My mouse wheel is
interrupt his
broken.
original course of action?
My mouse wheel does not move when I want it to, and then when I don't want it to move, it moves. Okay. No freaking wonder. Oh my god. Hoffman gently pats Marcus's shoulder, drawing back her focus. Fortunately, the Vienna branch's officer does not notice this minor episode. His attention is captured by the arrival of an uninvited acquaintance.
My, Mr. Rigoletto. Your hair has grown so fast.
Her character story goes into
Do I do
quite a
you all
bit
this
and is
pleasure?
essentially a
Are you
prologue
also
to chapter
here for the
6. Ooh, okay.
exquisite art?
Can you just be normal?
I don't know if I'll stream character stories and
Stop calling
events
me by those apparent
because
names.
God knows I'm gonna get burnt out
Someone
from
reported
streaming
an
and playing
arcane
reverse,
disturbance here.
and I don't
I
want
see
that.
candles. Are you
So I'd rather
holding
do
a
them on my own
seance?
time. But then
I
also
must
I forget.
remind you that arcane rituals are not allowed unless you have
I get distracted.
Excuse me?
There are certain things that I
That's
simply cannot
fair.
multitask.
The first permit already costed us a...
Please calm yourself, sir. Be mindful of what you implied. The Viennese government has ensured you the greatest.
If you were there in my last drawing stream, like I haven't finished that thing.
Who do you think
I restarted.
cleaned up after you people?
Everything I did in that
After
stream I
those
deleted.
fires,
So I didn't delete it, but I hit it.
murders,
And I started
deadly
again.
stampedes? We can't bear the consequences
I
of you
cannot-
moments of epiphany
I cannot
forever.
not be distracted for the life of me.
Not to mention the seance is one of the most dangerous acts. We've had 2 colleagues injured, still being treated for mental illness in the Vienna General Hospital. You will find no other place as tolerant and open-minded as this one. In return, you should do your part and cooperate with the government.
Seance? What seance? Nothing of the sort, Mr. Rigoletto. This is just a rehearsal of the play. The candles, the settings, and of course, these paintings once bathed in fire. Yes, this is an art exhibit, a youth rally, or as we prefer to call it, a visualization of the future.
Mm-hmm.
I demand a rational conversation. Now, I must question the sanity of this gathering. Is there no one here who is of sound mind? If not, I'll have to...
I'm terribly sorry.
Oh. Is she
Mr. Strauss.
She all good now?
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
Miss
That was fast.
Bless you, madam. I did not expect to see you here.
Oh, sorry that we troubled you. I'm here for my late brother's exhibition, and for rehearsal for the coming performance. We got a little carried away. Made you come all the way here to check on us.
Please, madam, as your friend, I do not wish to cause you discomfort. In fact, Mr. Carl and I were talking about you over brunch earlier. He was truly impressed by your talent at the opera.
Sir, you are weirding me out.
Mr. Carl is too kind. Since my mother passed
Isolde's
away,
so pretty.
he has
She
been such a
is.
caring friend to the family.
Well then, this was all
What was that one
just
garment of
a
her that I liked?
misunderstanding. But, madam, please understand that I still have procedures to go through. Would you mind if I investigated a little?
Oh, she only has one garment, doesn't she? The man leans in, his voice a hushed whisper. That really like that super like slay one. I don't know how else to describe it. My vocabulary is limited when it comes to describing
We're grateful
beautiful
to have a
women.
responsible employee like you, Mr. Strauss. Please, help yourself.
At the other end of the hall, investigators from headquarters uphold their duties with familiar diligence and effort. Hoffman imperceptibly shakes her coat as fine threads like spider silk disperse into the air, attached to tiny floating particles.
Wow, the spider tail and the detection spores.
Kanye is so lucky. Real, actually.
These are Laplace's auxiliary devices for perceiving arcane
The
power.
one about self-expression is the
never
opposite of her
seen it
normal
before.
attire.
Only
Real.
investigators of level 4 or higher are allowed to use them.
Good for her. Noticing the excited glances toward her, Hoffman leans in to whisper to the young investigator.
Marcus, come. Give me a hand.
On it. These burnt pictures. They're the work of Theophil von Dittestov. They're the perfect subjects for reading.
The green is incredibly intended. I could imagine, so... Oh, how cute. The lamp is gripped a little tighter. She lifts her head as she begins reading. The world around her becomes a matter of effortless ease to view.
Only a third of the picture can be read, but I can see it clearly. An ingenious composition that balances the different elements of the picture. Sadly, the creator focused too much on the form and overlooked the content. The frame is made of... not important. Next page. This one is luckier. Half of it survived the fire, so we can see the lower half of the lady in the picture. But, Theophil certainly had a way with women.
The color combinations between
not his
Kikania and
first prey.
Isolde is just not subtle
And
at
this
all,
one,
in the
only
slightest.
frame remains. The rest of his works are...
I think Isokania is the only ship. No, besides Verdun and Soneto, Isokania is the only ship from Reverse that I knew
Aside from
about.
this, I don't see anything else.
Without ever playing like the rest of the game. She turns, colliding with a pair of light-colored eyes. She's so pretty! Oh my god. Despite the distance, it feels as though Isolde is gazing back at her.
People can be read too. That person, Miss Isolde.
A deep breath, the page unfolds before her eyes once again.
Unlike
That's
other
cool.
ladies pursuing the latest fashions in Paris, she still wears the corset, with only some Art Nouveau jewelry by her waist. She's as delicate as a butterfly. She is a renowned medium. The Dittestov family is well known for their mediumship. Nowadays, they use that power mostly for art. That is, they summon a spirit to possess their body so they can sing, write, and paint like no other.
Oh.
They also suffered for this power. Racked by neurosis and hysteria, the family has had very few members despite its long history.
Are you talking about the Velo Windsong?
The picture
one?
behind her is still intact.
That event that's
It is
rerunning?
enormous. Is that the
I fully plan on playing that. I don't think I'll do it on
Strange.
stream. But
This painting is...
my friend that convinced
You
me
have a keen eye for art, miss.
to replay Reverse was like what do you call it? She drew Villa
This
and
painting is the
Windsong,
work
and I'm kind of
my
into it.
dearest friend, Sigmund. The salvation. The only piece he left behind that survived the consuming flames.
It's a really good event. I will read it.
These
I really want to read it.
enchanting,
While it's rerunning.
Magical circles.
So at least I can
One
get the
next
voice
to
acting and
another.
not just read it off like the wiki or
Oh,
whatever.
I was only reciting Miss Kakania. We're both passionate about the subject. How regrettable. She would have given you a much better explanation if she were here. Her words can easily stir one's soul.
Did you say Kakanya? You have a friend called Kakanya?
Oh, yes. Every artist has their own nickname.
It's pre-communal
I also have the honor
communist
of knowing
propaganda in all the
Bjorn
best
Schneid,
ways. That's great.
Victor of the Rhyme, Offerstrudel. Are you a friend of Kakanya? Too bad she just left. She should be meeting with Dr. Schwartz by now.
Marcus looks up. Her mentor casts her eyes to the same spot and shakes her head gently.
No, the name sounded a little strange to me, that's all. But I appreciate the
I
explanation.
hope they go over
sir.
there and Kakanya is beating up Schwartz. In the air, the dispersed spores stir imperceptibly. Oh, hello. The dust from the explosion pervades the air, sucking deep into nostrils and open mouths.
What happened?
Viola's character story is the epilogue to the event, why it's named what it is. Okay.
Are these ghosts? Didn't you say that?
What's
was
happening?
a seance? This is Dietersdorf. I would very much like an explanation.
Oh, they're still chasing me!
The detection spores have taken effect and enveloped the ghosts. Marcus, can you still read?
I think so.
Good. I'll draw its attention. You take care of the arcanum part.
But the event and story will be added to Reflection next patch? Ooh, okay. Cool. I have time. I'm a slow reader. TBH. I'm a very slow reader.
Filósofo, más allá del concepto mundano del tiempo. From a single thread to llevar.
Time waits for no one, even for a great people.
The events usually don't have like what is that called? Like full voice acting, right? Not like the main story? Or am I thinking of something else?
En todos los momentos. Randy, Randy. Nuestro aliado es la verdad.
I've heard events do character stories down. Oh, okay.
Campbell. Más allá del
Good to
concepto
know.
mundano del
Good to
tiempo.
know.
El camino a Tlon.
Yeah, whatever.
The show's on, hounds. Idealismo, vuelos de fantasía en la acumulación de laberintos. Suéltalo todo una vez más.
Time waits for no
Because I'm
one,
normally
even for a great
I'm normally already a very slow reader, but then my reverse streams take so much longer because one, I'm yapping, two, I'm like letting the whole voice line play out
that way.
because I like the English voice acting, but also it takes forever. That's why I have to do these in two-parters now, because these stories
Miss
are getting
Dietersdorf,
longer and longer.
You told me this was just an opera rehearsal. Now look at this mess. And more importantly, my two assistants are still here. I must ask you for a good reason to report to my superior.
Oh. The pale girl remains silent, bowing her head. Chapter 7 has 30 parts! Oh my god!
Oh, Isolde, my dear lovely gal.
What the crap? Oh my god. An all too familiar mustachioed face arrives without invitation. Carl's steps are at a steady, trouncing waddle as he approaches and takes Isolde's hand.
Mr. Karl.
Director?
Look at you, so pale.
Ick!
Play
Ick!
sapping
Oh my
straight.
god. I'm sorry, wait.
I told Schwartz to take good care.
Ick!
Well, I guess he can't be
What
at
the
two
heck?
places at once. The frequent presentations must have been too much for a doctor
Oh
such
my
as
god,
he.
you weirdo.
I've learned that you've recovered from hysteria, which is good, but promise me that you'll look
Chapter 7 is the ending to the trilogy of
Your
5,
late
6, and
mother
7.
suffered a
Okay.
tragic end, and it would be unbearable for the Empire to lose another star.
I don't like Carl. I don't like him either. He gives me the ick. Oh my god.
Joseph?
I'll buy a secondhand car from him. Okay, maybe.
Don't be so hard on them. Those were wonderful stage effects. Heinrich is an expert at this, yes?
If you don't like him now, he's even worse in his Soul's character story. Oh no. Oh my god.
None of us would mind an episode of excitement every once in a while.
Carl meets Hoffman's eyes in another overly affable attempt at good nature.
Even the gentlemen from the headquarters would agree with me, don't you think?
Yes, you're right.
What is going on?
We are short on manpower, and the assistants should focus on more important matters.
We should leave.
Hoffman is just so done with this man. Which, like, yeah. I don't like Carl. Freaking weirdo. You're a weirdo. Just vibes. Just from pure vibes. Absolute weirdo. A fair duel. A showdown for the future of a shining star. The fair is in quotes, and I don't like that.
Good day. I would like to check the date of a novel. Yes, it is Der Mann ohne Eigenschaften by Robert Musil. Oh, I see.
What did they say?
R// nice guys. He
Just
refers
as
to
I
herself as a
remembered it.
fresh piece of meat in relation to
The
her
novel was
being a young
completed in
woman. That's
1930. The
disgusting!
word
That's disgusting! Oh
was
my gosh!
also created by Robert Musil.
Ew! Ick! Oh my god.
Isokania should not be a nickname for anyone in 1914.
Ooh.
It doesn't belong to this era. She could be with Manus Vindictae, or at least associated with their people.
What's more, when we were at the Secession building, I read that painting, The Salvation. It seemed out of place compared to the other paintings. Théophile may have applied a new technique on the Salvation, a more daring kind, audacious even. But these are only subtleties, I can't be too certain. I was interrupted by that strangely speaking gentleman, so I didn't get everything. Another thing, its content reminds me of the symbol of the circle.
Marcus rummages through the bookcase, finding a pamphlet tucked within the thick
Twisting
register.
circle resembles the circles in the Salvation. Heinrich called them
Carl's really
magical
well written,
circles.
it's just everyone
One
hates
next to
them.
another. They must be more than just circles.
Just as we like to say,
Was he
if you hate a
demonstrating
character,
the
that's just
message of
good writing.
passion? But the lines are clean. Perhaps the purity.
If
of
you
the
hate a
painting?
character that is intentionally bad, that's just a
The
well-written
circles are
character,
twisted
and that's like
like that.
awesome.
Or
Awesome
is he
writing, bad
just
character.
representing the definitive state of being?
I don't understand.
I mean, that was me with what's her face?
So this must be
Constantine. The entirety
Man,
of chapter
your
4.
friend
Oh my
is
god.
I wasn't joking. Based on what we know, we can't be sure if this group of young arcanists and the Manus are connected. But we all know that the latter is eager to win over the cynical revolutionary youth. You did well, Marcus. The important figures of the circle, Isolde, Heinrich, and even the late Théophile. We had made contact with them all.
Yeah, fresh
Only this
fresh cake
Tanya.
is just as bad, I
What does the
feel.
intel say about her?
Kakania, also known as Miss Clara, inherited her arcane
excuse
skills
me.
from her family. She's able to reflect
Congested
people's
as per
thoughts in
usual.
mirror. She was once a medical student, but dropped out halfway through. These days, she shows up at various social events as a psychiatrist, which the Foundation tries to prohibit because she doesn't have a license.
I mean,
and she is also an activist.
I mean, she looked like she was doing a pretty good job with this old, so I don't know.
According to Mr. Heinrich, she is meeting with a doctor named Schwartz today.
I need her to beat up that doctor so bad.
Schwartz, the family Dr. Carl mentioned. Let's try our luck there.
One of the events that I wanted to play is, or that I really need to get to, is the one with Tooth Fairy, because I heard she beats up a man, and I think that's kind of slay of her, and I really want to read it. I really want to read it for that sole reason that she beats up a man.
I believe the
punches
choice to
punches a
Dr.
man,
Schwartz,
anything.
for he has more experience in these duels than I do. It's an honor to fight you, and I look forward to ending your winning streak.
So excited to see my reaction to something Kakania says in this scene. Okay.
Excuse me, please.
Oh, that Tooth Fairy's character story, not the event. She beat up a racist old guy. That's so slay of her. I love that for her. Oh, we're doing a duel again?
Dr. Schwartz was
Well, not again.
his therapy. Miss Clara barged right in. They were arguing, and this is how they decided to end it. To ensure fairness of the duel, the combat.
She also hit a
happened
kid with a
before
car.
the
What?
was a challenge,
Okay.
but
I don't know what's happening here, but good for her, I guess.
Well, I hope they know what they're doing. I don't want to get caught as collateral damage.
Oh, is this like an actual arcane duel, or is this a
So she
a debate
is
duel?
Kakania. What do we do? If she gets injured, our mission will...
It's sounding like an arcane duel to me.
Don't worry about people in that time. It is their life to live. Never intervene.
Car
if you don't
accidents
know
are
the
running
exact
gag and reverse,
consequences
and it
of your
happens all the
actions.
time. That's
The course of
hilarious,
history
actually.
Is more important than our investigation. This is Investigator Greta Hoffman. What? Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I'll be right back.
Specifically, Tooth Fairy hitting children with cars.
The field agent squad needs to speak to me. This won't take long.
Reverse is not reverse if there's no
I
car
will leave this to
accidents.
you. Remember what I said,
That's hilarious.
Yes, madam.
That's Game of the Year material. Hoffman turns towards the bar. What the hell is that? I don't know how to say that. Made of mahogany before her figure disappears. Only her still unfledged assistant remains.
Leaving this to me. To me. To me.
There are so many words in this game that I recognize, but I don't know how to say, and it's very embarrassing on stream.
Breathe, Marcus.
I promise I
There's
read.
Nothing to be nervous about.
I read
can't be
enough,
an assistant
but I don't
forever.
read out
There
loud.
will come a day when you're all on your own.
And I don't look up
Just like at
I
the
don't look
station
up
building.
word
I
pronunciations.
only have to
My
watch.
bad.
If I end up talking to Miss Kakania, I'll just pretend to be an ordinary employee of the Foundation. Easy. You used to do well on your own when you were reading in
Your
the
friends
lab
call
books
Tooth
and
Fairy
forums.
lesbian eater? That's hilarious. This effect that
3
when
times
Marcus is
he has
reading
been
is so
involved
cool.
in duels, and 3 times he has won. Impressive.
I used to use this kind of
Time he's still going for the pistol.
what do you call it, the outline effect in my drawings. Because it's just cool. It's so
Kakania does not
fun.
have an assistant, and she has only one witness in this duel. This is not right. Why did she agree
Oh my
to
god,
this?
now I gotta read Tooth Fairy's
reckless.
event and her
Even
character
an
story.
arcane
Oh my
should
god.
have at least one assistant in a duel. Dr. Schwartz's assistant brought them a pair of pistols. FN Model 1910. Is that a right weapon?
Is he gonna
for a
shoot
duel?
her?
It's too crowded here. I can't see.
Every ship involved in the story is bound to sink eventually. I can imagine.
No, the pistol given to Miss Kakania. Something's wrong with it.
Oh, this is like a gun duel. This is like a
Her life is in danger.
a duel duel. Okay.
But Madam Hoffman warned me about the consequences of intervention.
Green Lake is a giant homage to the slasher genre and is about coming to terms with your identity as a minority, also
What if I
gay.
just go and talk
You know,
to
that's
her as an
awesome.
employee of the Foundation branch,
That's cool.
like I did at the Secession building.
I'll read Green Lake and
So far,
Tooth Fairy's
Heinrich has been
character
difficult to
story.
communicate with, while Mr. Cull
I think that'll be
doesn't want us to
fun.
get in touch with Mrs. Old. Miss Kakanya is the only person who is both a friend of Theophil and associated with the Circle, but I have to be careful with this name. If she is indeed one of the Manus Vindictae, I will be jeopardizing this mission by going near her. But wait, she doesn't know that I'm from the headquarters, so she probably will talk to me.
Gundils were still legal back then.
How do I know she doesn't
Lord.
know my identity? What if Mr. Cull is not to be trusted? And what if Mr. Cull and she are in this together?
Oh my god, Marcus is so me. What the heck?
What am I thinking?
Marcus patting her cheeks with an unaware gusto, drawing side glances. I don't think that's grammatically correct.
I'm not on the Flannan Isles anymore. I can't waste my day on endless thoughts.
She is an
Remember
overthinker,
what
just like
Madam
me.
Hoffman said.
She
Think
gets
of the
me.
immediate mission. I have to prevent Kakanya from getting killed in the duel. She has the clues about Theophil that I need. Never intervene if you don't know the exact consequences.
She's kind of been stuck in a
of your
lighthouse with some
actions.
ghosts for over a year. Oh my god. A long, deep breath.
I have assessed the risks, madam. I will not stand by and watch this happen, even if I don't know the consequences.
I'm gonna love her trailer. You know what? Let's watch Marcus's trailer at the end of stream. And we'll watch Isolde's trailer next
I
stream.
need to make this clear to you. Not only
When I'm in an
have you
overthinking
hindered
competition and
Miss Peter from
my
getting the treatment
opponent is
she
Marcus.
needs,
Oh my god.
but you have
Everyone's losing.
repeatedly defamed me.
I can only admit that you're right if you have to call a different academic perspective slander.
I think it's great that she has a sprite with a gun.
Different academic perspective. Do you really think Freud and his petty tricks are academic? One could hardly find a worse insult to science than this.
Shoot him. Shoot him, queen.
Is that so? Do you really mean that? Rumor has it that you taught the military the method of hypnosis for a price. Do you wish to clear things up here?
One of the skill cards is shooting her gun. Yeah, I think I remember that.
Your silence is a resounding yes. Tell me, why did you please the ministers with these petty tricks, but not with your most advanced electrotherapy you've been touting? Do you harbor negative feelings towards Mr. Freud because of his open rejection of hypnosis?
What does any of this have to do with you?
Many things, Mr. Schwartz. Your behavior has greatly undermined the interests of arcanists, who are your own people. Not to mention that hypnosis is a violation of a patient's free will. And I have reason to believe that this duel is entirely personal.
I should not
You
speak.
must make it
I should
clear
not
that your
speak.
wife's appointment with me has nothing to do
Oh my
with the
god.
rumors of your
Sorry.
lackluster performance in the bedroom.
I love me a dangerous woman. Sorry.
I'm not the real enemy, Mr. Schwartz. The gossip mongers and tabloid writers are.
You. Are both duelists ready?
Perfectly ready.
Shoot him.
I'm ready to...
No! She's not!
Huh?
Miss Kakanya needs another minute.
Their collective gaze causes their voice to tremble slightly. Oh my god, Kakania is such a girl boss.
Oh, the crowd. Shoot me.
That whole
I
thing.
want to go home. Why, oh, why did you apply for this mission, Marcus?
Kakania's fanatical affairs with married women. Despite her mental turmoil, she extends her hand, attempting to ascend with some dignity intact, or at least without resorting to crawling.
I am Miss Kakanya's assistant. I am here to...
Everyone here wants Kakania so bad. Oh my god. Okay, chat. I get you.
Sorry to interrupt, miss, but the last time I checked, I couldn't possibly afford a St. Pavlov Foundation member to be my aide.
Uh-oh.
Darn it, I forgot about my badge.
Oh. Kakania retracts her pistol, twirling. Stop doing that!
So,
Oh my
the
god.
Foundation is
Don't
trying
speak to me.
intervene. Don't worry, Miss Foundation staff.
Nobody speaks to me.
Look around. We're doing it the human way. no arcane skills involved. The head of the Foundation branch should not be your role model. Mind you, you're giving up a part of your integrity for taking his clones. A terrible deal indeed. Besides, they're using human guns. They don't need the Foundation's license to use these. I'm not doing anything against the Foundation's rules, am I?
She frequently jumps in and out of windows to assure her patient's privacy? Okay, slay.
If it's urgent, can we wait until after the duel? Please stand back. The bullets can't tell the difference between friend and enemy.
Crohn's is the currency back then? Oh, okay. I was gonna ask. Marcus is again interrupted by the rapid-fire speech of the other party.
Please don't use that gun. The bullets in it are dangerous.
What?
The bullets are wrong. The gun will burst if you pull the trigger. Sir, I demand that the gun be checked.
Oh, thank God. Kanya grips the half-turned gun slightly before deftly removing the magazine.
The size of these bullets.
A cold bead of sweat drips down her spine.
I need an explanation, Mr. Spots. I thought you had at least.
Sorry, I know I kept telling her to shoot him. Not with that gun.
The bullets in my gun are wrong. If I pull the trigger, as Miss Foundation here said, the barrel will burst.
A bursted barrel? I remember now. That Anton boy lost the duel to Schwartz for the same reason. Did Schwartz do
Bro,
something to
he's
his
gonna
gun
use the
too?
same trick
And
twice?
was the
That's
guards in on it
crazy.
too?
That's a little stupid.
Huh?
This is defamation. I have never...
Hello? Hello?
Who is dueling here?
The guards are here.
Don't step on my dress!
Priorities.
Not good. Madam Hoffman has not come back yet. Madam Hoffman!
Never change a winning horse. I mean, I guess. The young assistant is engulfed within the chaotic crowd. Oh.
Hey, miss! The helpful Miss Foundation employee! Miss Kakanya?
The green-clad pistolier extends her hand.
Don't stand there! Come here!
Kakanya grabs the shy assistant's hand, pulling her into a fierce embrace without a second word. Cough. Kakanya leaps, alighting herself onto the window frame with the lightness of a bird.
Okay, this is a quiet road. We're going to jump, Miss Foundation.
Oh my God.
3, 2, 1, here we go!
Okay. Sure. Good for you. Awesome. That is so girl boss of her. That's hilarious. Oops, I didn't mean to skip that.
Don't worry, Miss Foundation. I won't leave you behind. I'll help you as you helped me.
That's not...
Kanya, this way! Ilich, I thought you were out selling wares on the street. Is that the magic mustache? You clever boy. Quick, name your price.
You sure you can afford that, Kanya?
This kid is so smug. You can't see it. My overlay is blocking. He's so smug.
What about the price?
That's hilarious.
Just about what I can accept. You know my limits, old friend. Put it on, Miss Foundation.
Huh? What?
Don't take it off. You'll be
What?
exposed.
What?
It smells, but bear with it. Now keep quiet and follow me. I'll get you to safety.
What was that? A magic mustache?
Got it. Follow me.
Okay, sure. That's fun.
They said.
That was so dramatic. That entire sequence.
Even for a great
Reverse is a wonderful game where fake mustaches actually work. You know, I think that's awesome.
A truly villainous moment.
That's peak design.
Not a fan of my work, I take it?
It's the same mustache Regulus wears in the prologue that makes fun invisible. Oh, shoot. Wait, that's kind of cool. What the heck? Reverse is peak. This is a good game. wish I hadn't dropped it when it first released, because I just got burnt out. Too many gacha games at the same time. Oh, wait. Absolute opera.
I'm with the noble, even for a great good.
By the way, the Recoleta ult team has like what's his name? Pickles Euphoria, right? I would have liked. Maybe. Well, Anali is also pretty good. I can get Pickles some other time. Oops. That.
Do I have to use
Had a little bit of rough translation early on. That's cool. They updated it. That's good.
It's already over.
I feel like a good amount of most games tend to be rough in the beginning, or at least like I'm blanking. Games that are by like primarily Asian companies. So like Hoyoverse, Bluepock, Kuro Games. I feel like they're always rough around the edges in the beginning, and then they once it gets more popular and people notice things and they have more people doing bug testing and corrections, then it helps a lot. Mirror and Lantern, you and I met and the room was aglow with light. That's romantic. Also didn't get into the game when it released, if that makes you feel better. A little bit.
Kanya, this way.
Just a tad.
Over here.
But I dropped it so fast, I feel. Like I only got to chapter 4.
The prop show came in handy.
And then I got burnt out from reading. Kanya tears off her fake beard, fanning herself with her hand.
Finally. Why do I keep having things stick to my lips?
Ha! Be careful with that. It is no ordinary.
Yeah, reverse is very abstract. As I've said, if I wasn't streaming this and I didn't have all of you guys telling me things, I would not. I don't think I would understand it as well as I do now. William Shakespeare.
That's a long story.
Hi.
And
Not a name I expected to see in my chat.
Lady. She saved my life, and she's sort of a friend.
Third of a friend.
A third of?
She discreetly releases the button of the communicator in her pocket.
This is bad. The connection is down. I can't get in touch with Madame Hoffman. She's probably in an important conversation with the field agent squad and has calls on block. It's okay, Marcus. You can do this yourself. Just stay in the conversation. Communication is
She's
not
so
hard.
me.
You've done
Oh my
this
god.
before. You can do it.
Despite having written about 1,000 ways to start a conversation, she never expected to find herself in a situation like this. Marcus frantically racks her mind for topics to discuss. Fortunately, everyone present is far more talkative than she is. She gets me so mad! Oh my god.
Anya, are you friends with the government officials now? Times have changed indeed. I've been here for a whole year, but I've never seen an official without a beard.
This kid's face is so funny. I don't know why.
Galicia?
I grew up in Romania.
Oh, I'm from Bosnia and Herzegovina. That makes us friends, since we're both from somewhere near.
Sorry, I
Be
laughed.
careful on
That
the
was a little
streets
silly.
these days, Ilich. You could be in trouble too if the guards catch you. After all, you haven't got a license.
Huh? You don't?
Oh, of course not. Have you read the requirements? Records of the safe use of arcane skills within 3 generations.
3.
I was born in the streets.
3 generations. That's crazy.
And the records aren't the hard part to get around. If you're applying in Vienna, the license has to be issued by the central government. It's not an Austrian problem, nor a Hungarian problem. The central government sits in the middle. And no official has any idea of what's what. Should this be the Kaiser's concern? Or the König's? Or both? You'd be the biggest fool to listen and follow these broken rules. Stuck in the system, nowhere to go. Unless you work the magic of crowns.
What happens if we don't have an Arcanum license?
Oh, you'll love this. Who knows, you could get 3 days in detention, or maybe 10 years in prison. Even if you are sentenced to prison, they might forget to bring you in.
What the crap?
Or, if you're an outstanding citizen who can shed your Arcanum during your human re-education...
Human
you might
re-education?
get to have a nice life. Without a license.
That's a way to phrase it.
Our justice system is much more unpredictable than the Arcanists. We still have a fair chance of getting away.
What is going on in this city?
Very informative, Irich.
Kakania clears her throat, still somewhat guarded, and flashes out a meaningful glance.
Oh, well then. Bis später, Kakania and Miss Foundation. Forget I said anything?
Okay.
They are...
That was interesting.
Some Arcanist kids on the streets. I'm surprised you know nothing about them. The country has changed, lady, and not everything in Vienna is as decent and sumptuous as the buildings on Ringstrasse and Herrengasse.
Her tone belies a hint of sarcasm.
I'm thankful for your help,
Belies?
Miss
I don't
Foundation,
freaking know.
but so far I have returned the favor. You don't want the gods either, do you? Fair even. So, can you tell me why you're here? Oh, I see. Mr. Carl sent you, didn't he? Because I don't have a psychiatrist license. Can't you people give me a break? I swear on my ancestors, I'm doing this entirely the Arcanist way. It has nothing to do with human science.
She poses a question but leaves no room for an answer. Leaning closer to Marcus, she pushes her glasses up with suspicion.
Ah, don't you people ever sleep? Do you not have a life? This is the 10th time this month. Even got rest after working 6 days in a row. I have an Arcanum license inherited from my family. It is nothing to be ashamed of. My fees are reasonable. No one's ever complained.
No, Miss Kakania, this is really coincidental. I just happen to know that you are a psychiatrist.
I wish I was a history nerd
So?
reading
A
reverse,
psychiatrist considered doctors now?
because I feel like I can't appreciate as much the little like not even references. I don't think that's the right word, because like reverse is built on
I think
real
there's
life
been
history,
a misunderstanding.
and I feel like
I'm
I feel
not
like
here
it's
to check your credentials.
it's harder to appreciate when I
Then what?
am simply not a history
so
nerd.
Call yourself Kakania, but I know your first
History
name
and
is
literature,
Clara.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know the Foundation staff reads my work. How very flattering. Yes, I'm Clara. But Miss Foundation, don't you think Kakania is an intriguing name?
Chat has me to tell me
Andy,
references.
who's a friend
Yeah, I
of
know.
mine,
I'm
gave
so
me a book
glad.
which greatly inspired me.
A lot of times when it comes to gacha games,
country
I am
is
a lot
just
more
like that
focused
name.
on character
It both
writing,
is
because I
and
am
isn't. It both
a character
has
writer.
and has not. If you look for it, it can't be found. Yet if you stop looking, it's everywhere.
There's an incredibly wide amount of
country, my
influence,
friend.
especially going from patch to patch. I mean, like,
The sumptuous
even in just the
buildings
main
rise
story,
so
I haven't even gone into the
people in
events
power
and
never
other
have to
character
lay
stories,
eyes
but
on the
like,
rye farmers of Bohemia,
even in just the main
the
story, they were
immigrants from the
jumping
east
from
coast
like
of the
place to
Adriatic
place.
Sea, or on the Arcanists.
And as far as I can
How
tell
could there
from
possibly be
chat
smog
and
choking
from
the
stuff
industrial
online,
area?
like it's accurate too, which is
Possibly
awesome.
cold houses in the winter. The cafe house is definitely filled with people who love to dance. And
They cook
not
with
with
Latin
those who
American
can't afford to heat.
magical realism
Oh, no.
and
Surely
version
there's
2,
no
especially in
bureaucracy,
chapter
no
9.
discrimination,
Ooh.
no poverty here. This is a city of humanism and freedom. Oh yes. Kakania, Kaiserlich Königlich, or Kaiserlich Unköniglich. And Kakania, the land. There's no better name for this country.
I love her sarcasm.
So then, you
She's a little
did get that
sassy.
book from a friend. Now's my chance. I still have one spider tail Madame Hoffman left me. If I can find a chance to leave the spider tail on her, or in her place.
Ooh, excuse me. Water.
I'm intrigued by the book. Can I see it?
This chapter is heavily opera themed. The whole chapter is a microcosm of the act of Tosca, which it takes its name from. Interesting.
This concludes the reports by Semmelweis of the field.
Isokania seems to be based off of Clara Klim, Gustav Klim's sister, whom fought for women's rights and was thrown in an insane asylum due to pressure. Whoa.
Yes. Report received.
This game is so cool.
Why so serious, Greta? That was just routine.
And I envy your lightheartedness and optimism. They got you out of Vienna on such short notice. I can only imagine that must have been difficult for you as well. According to your intel, the Empire's had too many assassinations in a short period of time. This is not good for the critical point, Semmelweis.
At least try to stay in a good mood.
Semmelweis. Hey.
What else can we do?
Is it Weiss or Weiss?
Greta, I have more to tell you.
I am so bad at pronouncing names. I'm so sorry.
And I didn't have time to brief the new squad there. You know it takes ages to get
Heinrich
through
has been
the
referring to
briefing
the
process.
characters by the characters
I
they
might as well
represent
just
in the
tell you
narrative.
now,
Ooh.
Personally. There could be an arcanist who has crossed the storm. And is now in
Semmelweis?
Vienna.
Like a V?
What did you say? Do we know more about this arcanist?
We only know his name is Heinrich. We learned about this from the Berlin
The W's are
squad when
V
we
is
met
in
up
German.
here,
Oh, okay.
but had no time to verify.
Sorry, wait. I was reading chat. Wait, pause. I was not listening.
I see. Leave the rest to us.
I was too immersed in the mini history lessons. Hold on. What is she talking about? What? She was giving a report. Why did she mention that guy? There could be a Canis who crossed the storm and is now in Vienna. Oh, him! Oh, shoot! Hey. Wait.
It's true. He traveled to Berlin during the Sixth Storm and survived the 1913 storms there. And after the 1966 storm and the one in 1929...
Holy crap. Oh my god.
And now it's 1913 for the second time. For all the arcanists who crossed the Sixth Storm. This is exciting news.
Their time has returned.
I understand the excitement, but perhaps time in its chaotic fashion has inadvertently returned to the same year.
Some
I hear you,
of these stories
This
is
is
mostly
valuable
told in a series of
information.
dusk.
I'll let it...
And runs parallel with chapters 6 and 7. Oh.
Greta? Are you still
The
there?
one with Lorelei?
Sorry, I have to go.
Heinrich is the one I gave Kakania the book. So Kakania is not the one who's
Something's happened.
who traveled the storm, like what Marcus thought she had. It's actually Heinrich. Okay.
I'm surprised, Miss Marcus. You know so much about Cicero. I thought the Foundation was nothing but bureaucrats and bookworms. Oh, have you been to the Secession Building? Did you like it? Shame that book isn't there.
Am I European? I am American. I am very much American.
Please, come in. Forgive the mess. I must say that it is at least more orderly than the administration of the Empire.
Well, I'm Asian American, so I know how to pronounce most Asian names. But, like the European names in this, what do you call it? in this chapter. Well, not just this chapter, but all the European names.
These are stage props. I
I need
He
a
certainly
little
learned
help.
some useful things in Berlin.
And all of the San Francisco
Make
event?
yourself comfortable.
Ooh.
I'll get you some tea.
I'm
and
intrigued.
Look for the book.
Please don't bother, Miss Kakanya. I won't stay long. I have to go back to the branch soon. I just need to confirm that you have that book with you.
The clinic's curtains are tightly drawn, blocking out the day, yet her mirrors flash with light for a second.
Is this Kakanya's arcane skill?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Marcus quickly covers her eyes with her hand, stepping back toward the door. Kakanya's cheerful voice rings from the other side.
Oh, Miss Foundation, it's okay. Just a little trick I use to ensure my personal safety. I usually even charge for this. Look into the mirror which reflects your inner world. This trick has been used by arcanists for thousands of years. When it was first used, the Roman Emperor still ruled this land. Speaking of which, Miss Foundation, how did you know that the pistol was tampered with? Your arcane skill?
Though it might be only some sort of trick of psychology, the mirror's glare becomes increasingly blinding.
Don't look at the mirror.
The investigator braces herself as she grips the lamp, ready for combat at a moment's notice. Am I fighting Kakanya? Kakanya's tone remains gentle, as if soothing one of her patients.
I am curious. No need to be alarmed. I'll treat you gently.
I should not speak. I should not speak. Oh my god. Something, her voice is very attractive. What freaking ever.
Nothing unexpected.
Oh, hello. What am I doing? Hello? The true form hides among mirror images, immune to damage, moves every 2 rounds. After the true form has been attacked 5 times, it reveals itself and the mirror images disappear.
Deep breaths, miss. Look at the mirror. This is a private session. Your secrets are safe with me. Now, what do you see?
I'm dizzy. Oh, spinning. So this is Miss Kakanya's arcane skill. A maze of mirrors. The orphanage. The Flennon Isles. These look like my memories, but different.
You can look at them directly, miss. They'll reveal your deepest secrets and desires.
They're only illusions, Marcus. Just break her arcane skill and get out. I'll do the only thing I can do. Pray. I see her. She's behind these illusions, but which one is real?
So I just gotta do... multi-attacks, huh? Is that the fastest way to do that?
Is the sea breeze screaming?
I mean, I don't need a pre-test. Am I gonna pull Siren and Starro to hear more of Aiden without the German accent? Honestly, that's a bonus.
You found me. Did you see through the illusions? Or was it pure luck?
It was in fact pure luck.
Focus. She can move through mirrors.
Okay, I can cheese this a little with multi-attacks.
A nice toss.
I am pulling for Siren and Star Rail solely because I am in fact a Honkai Impact player. And she is an Elysia XP, and I am in love with her. She's so great and awesome. I will be streaming Star Rail next week, by the way. I think update comes out in July, like first day of July.
I'd be disappointed
So,
if a fluke.
if any of my Star Rail fans in the chat, come watch me suffer more.
Everything is a book. Everything can be read.
Yeah, I really want to pull Finon,
These reflections are merely distractions.
but I'm poor. I just pulled Cypher,
The page of truth.
and I'm poor.
It's true. You saw through the illusions as you saw through the pistol. All right, enough of my tricks. What a pleasant surprise. How does your skill work? Let me see.
No, I'm out of here.
We can listen and cry to True together. So real. Oh my god. That's one of my favorite Honkai Impact songs ever. So good. Can I ult her? Can I just kill her?
The show's on.
That's a little rude of me,
The show's on.
but
You can
I'm gonna
lean
fight.
back alone. From a single thread across the river. I'm with the noble, even for a great good. La acumulación de laberintos. Suéltalo todo una vez más.
I have a Fuhua bias, so it's Rubia for you. That's so real. Rubia is my number 2, actually. I want to cover that song, but it's so hard. It is very difficult for me to sing. Because I'm more of a... I have an alto range, which is much lower. Much lower than what is, in Rubia.
Ouch! I won!
Oh, she's so cute.
Huh? It's already over?
She's so cute. Between the doors, up doorways and brushing shoulders. I don't even know what part we're on. We're on part 9? Okay. I think I will do my best to get to part 12. We'll see.
The reflections she created were real enough, but not perfect. The reflections had neither shadows nor breath. Most importantly, they didn't have her passion and subtle movements. I read the truth from these details. She meant me no harm. Maybe it was just a little trick she was playing. But
She steadies her breath, looking down at the figure on the ground. She inadvertently used too much force. Kakania is still on the ground, supporting her hat with one hand. Her lips tremble incredulously, shocked by her own failure. Oh.
That was...
She lunges toward Marcus, who reflexively withdraws her hand.
I knew it. Your arcane skill is incredibly unique. You can discover what's on the inside by observing what's on the outside.
Autism beam. I mean, what?
You are born to be a psychiatrist.
What?
Huh?
She clings tightly to Marcus's hand as if she's found a long-lost relative. Autism beam.
Look at you. You are so tiny. And they gave you this big coat? How can they do this to a child? How about you quit the Foundation and be my assistant? Your perception would be invaluable in this line of work.
Oh my god.
After all, we search for truth from foggy memories and vague descriptions for a living.
She's so funny.
Miss, the book?
Marcus attempts to withdraw her hand politely but stiffly. Kakania's enthusiasm remains unchanged.
Forget the book!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Opening its doors to you. Let's go inside. Oh dear, I forgot your tea.
Gosh, she's bubbling like a parrot.
Marcus' cuteness is too strong.
It's Madame Hoffman. Ma'am?
Marcus, the spider tail has shown me your direction. How did you get that far? What is that place? An arcane fluctuation?
I'm with the target, Miss Kakania, in her clinic. I'm safe. Investigation's going well, ma'am.
Stay where you are. I'm on my way. And take care of yourself. You hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Was that your supervisor? She sounds rather harsh. I do have to question the Foundation hiring underage children.
Yes, Mom. Oh my god. I love their dynamic. They're so silly. Marcus glances at the doctor, who is now lost in thought, lightly flicking her skirt. An almost invisible thread lands on the green fabric.
Well, actually, Madame Hoffman is very kind to me.
Oh. She lifts her head, trying to further divert the doctor's attention. Kakania remains unimpressed by her answer.
Well, you have seen it all for yourself. Me, my clinic, my arcane skill. I showed you everything. Have they cleared up your doubts, Miss Marcus?
Just one more question.
Please, go ahead.
About the circle.
Huh? Did you go through all this trouble just for that?
Kakania dramatically raises her hand, settling down into her soft chair.
You could have asked me earlier. I am the founder of the circle.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, what?
Marcus nearly scalds herself with the hot tea as she brings it up to her lips.
You're awfully excited. Are you an admirer? Joking. It's just a little group a couple of friends started out of interest. Completely legal, nothing nefarious. We're committed to changing the Arcanist's current situation. More committed than the Foundation.
So they're an activist group.
There will be a non-profit exhibit soon, and all donations will help lower-class Arcanists get their license. Which should have been your responsibility.
Okay, shade. Her words are sharply pointed, only to stop abruptly as she recalls the identity of their target.
Oh, sorry, I got carried away. I should persuade you to join us, not to take your current job.
I mean... Marcus shakes her head, feeling altogether fortunate now to not be involved in the disputes of this era.
And the painting in this exhibit will be the salvation?
That's right, you've been to the Secession building. And that's a masterpiece which would be hard to miss. That was Teofil's final piece of work, the Golden Isle being its subject.
She lowers her head a little while refilling her cup with fresh tea.
It was big news at the time. The island hidden from all people in the Aegean Sea, the ancient Arcanist settlement, the strange current and magnetic field around it, the animals only heard in stories, and a shadow of modern society cast upon it. Well, those are just hearsay. People have all kinds of speculations about it. A military base, a mystical kingdom, the apocalypse. The Foundation knows it better than any of us.
Kakania sets down the teacup, her focus calm but impassioned.
Miss Marcus, I've told you everything I know. If you trust me, please tell me one thing.
I'm sorry, Miss Kakania. I can't.
She didn't even ask yet.
Are there really are people on that island? If so, how did they protect themselves in these changing times?
I'd like to know too,
my
actually.
only question, as an Arcanist and as a human being. The arms companies are turning the Balkan Peninsula into a proving ground for their new weapons. That was how they discovered this island.
Oh.
You work for the authorities. You must know something. Please, I just want to know if there's any more of us in this world, suffering, silenced, and helpless.
They'll explain it in the future, so no worry. Okay. That's good. Good to know. Kakania's passion dims over the prolonged silence.
Fine. You work for the Foundation, after all. I shouldn't have asked. It's just that I'm hoping for at least one rational person in such an irredeemable bureaucracy. Someone who doesn't think it's just a bunch of deranged lunatics over there. Which is a stigma the Arcanists have carried around for centuries.
No! We're not crazy!
Oh. She clenches the fabric of her dress, lifting her head in a trembling outburst.
I don't think the Arcanists on the island are crazy either.
Miss Marcus.
Dr. Kakania, I know there has been discord and resentment between humans and Arcanists, but not everyone is like Mr. Call. We're from the headquarters where many like you are fighting for the rights of Arcanists. When it comes to caring for our people, we're not so different there. That was what the Foundation was for, to defend the interests of the Arcanists and to keep the world safe and orderly. Till this day, we continue to strive for this goal.
Her heart thumps hard in her chest. She shouldn't do this, but she can't ignore the question any longer either. Perhaps it's worth it. Her reading tells her that this is a worthwhile ally. They have had no fundamental disagreements between one another. Just this one insignificant piece of information, it might bridge the gap in their positions. Time stretches on.
My sympathies for all that is happening.
Marcus receives another embrace.
We could have been very good friends if you weren't working for the Foundation.
Aww.
I know you meant every word you said. I can see how you burned with passion. The Circle was founded for the same reason. But I will not change my view on certain things. But on second thought, I have friends working in all kinds of places. We have a big house, plenty of wine and refreshments. There is more than enough room for a new friend. I would like to invite you to the Secession building, and to be present at the opening of the exhibit, Miss Marcus. And we can talk more about what you said afterwards.
That'd be great. But my my supervisor...
That is tricky. But a miner like you requires the presence of a guardian, and you told me that she's kind to you. Well, she can come with you. We must abide by the law, after all. It might help to clear up misunderstandings if she's there.
A hug comes once again. Oh.
All right. I have to inform Heinrich that we have 2 more guests coming. Oh, shoot. I have an appointment today. I almost forgot the time. I have to go. I know what you're going to ask, but patient information is confidential.
Isokania idly wags her finger. Her thoughts seems to have drifted onto future treatments. She does look so cute. She hastily caps her pen, handing the invitation to Marcus.
I shouldn't keep you any longer. See you soon, Miss Foundation.
Even the way she's talking is like so much brighter.
Welcome to the Circle.
A gentle knock sounds at the door.
Oh, I should go. Thank you, Miss Isokania.
She turns and hurries away, the door opening just in time. Hello. Marcus doesn't stop, nodding and gliding around the newcomer in a fast, fluid motion. Wow. I think one of the most fascinating things to me about this game and its world building is like how do I explain it? Like they don't do black and white characters and organizations. Like the Foundation and Manus are both very good examples of that. What is this? Are these complaints against Isokania? That's hilarious. I hit a mystery link in the air. Oh lord. I do not need helpers. I'll live.
Nothing unexpected. Fun.
Yeah, but like, I think that's the most fascinating thing to me about this game. Just how well written everything is. Because I feel like in most media, not even just like gacha games or anime and things like that, most media is always like, they are literally telling you in your face, like, hey, this is a villain, hey, this is a good guy. And like, but like Reverse does not, just doesn't do that, and I think that's awesome. I think it's so fascinating how they do not do black and white ever.
Wait, don't interrupt me. What about?
I feel it's a nice breath of fresh air coming from gacha games and whatnot that are like oh wait, I should not do that. but coming from like gacha games or whatever, that are like, hey, this is the villain, or God forbid, actually, like a lot of popular novels on Book Talk, the kinds of novels that get passed around on like TikTok and stuff, like those are the lamest books ever, because like there's no, it doesn't let you think, it doesn't really let you think about it, I feel. I don't know, but it's so fascinating to me. That's like the kind of writing that I aspire to do. The mind's endoscope, glimpses of the heart. Some people get turned off by the gameplay. I love the gameplay. Oh my god, I am just brain empty, and like in like a good way. 2 invitations from the founder of the circle, no less. A precious opportunity, a rare and precious clue to the goings-on here. Hoffman caresses the edges, sinking into the long silence. The obedient assistant looks off into the far distance, awaiting the impending storm.
You know what happened.
Not just shades of grey, but specifically subtle shades. Yeah.
Reiterate that the primary subject of this investigation has been changed to Heinrich. These 2 invitations are very useful.
Like that's how you know that the sheer amount of thought and effort that had gone into writing this story. It's so good.
What you did
I'm not even done. I'm only on chapter 6. Halfway through chapter 6 at that.
That island is not of this era. Everything about it is strictly confidential. You have crossed a line.
The mentor's tone was of a stern reproach, not so inconsequential anymore.
Understood.
Oh! Oh no! Marcus's complexion turns deathly pale, her mouth hangs open to speak several times, but fails to make a sound. If not for the wall, she might have well fallen over.
I know what you're thinking. We need to get closer.
Chatted with
to
someone
this
and they said that they find the gameplay boring. Oh my god.
To those of the headquarters.
I'm a little bit of a reverse glazer. Marcus finds herself surprised by her stay of execution.
You must know that Kakanya is not our only source of information.
Hoffman turns away, intentionally avoiding the overeager eyes of her apprentice.
On the one hand, Carl has given us a list. In principle, everyone on this list is useful. On the other hand, the branch has its own connections too. More importantly, it takes more than a conversation over tea to get the people on the same side of a conflict.
The experienced investigator sighs, rubbing her forehead.
I'm worried you're not ready for this, Marcus. There's too much wickedness out there dressed in the skin of kindness. The most horrible atrocities are always committed for the most seemingly justified reasons. Even at the headquarters, people are mired in power struggles and compromises.
Sorry, ma'am. I was naive.
It will be the Foundation's judgment call. If the information you've gathered outweighs the risks, you may be treated leniently. Marcus.
I think any game that has like a banger story and like a kind of mid gameplay just needs like a novel adaptation.
You're not the only one.
I'd read that. I'd eat that up actually.
Its people. We come for peace.
Because the thing I like the gameplay of Reverse. I find it refreshing from someone who plays Genshin, Wuthering Waves, and Honkai Star Rail. And Arknights.
For a reason.
Reverse's gameplay is very refreshing for me, but also, like, I like to read to an extent.
Here to observe.
I mentioned it before. I prefer reading over watching TV shows and anime. I would eat up like a reverse novel
in 1914,
or something similar.
The birthplace of an enduring war and chaos.
Because I mean, this is already basically a visual novel.
It is a powder keg, and the slightest spark will set it off. Any action we take could have unfathomable consequences.
But also, like,
That is why we advise extreme caution.
there are things you can't
This
achieve
is our
in a
responsibility
novel that you
to
can
this era.
do in other visual media, like the peak voice acting. Unless you get like a freaking audiobook. Yeah, Verdon for MC of the year. Oh my god, she's awesome. Yeah, reverses. This is the first time I said this in my first stream of this playthrough. This is the first time I'm playing it in English dub. Because when I first played during release, I played it in JP. Because there's a lot of Seiyu that I really like that are part of Reverse. What is happening? But like the English voice acting is crazy. It's so good. I am blown away.
Isolde, you look sad and pale. What happened?
I feel like she always looks sad and pale. I don't know.
Did something happen in the troop? Or did those dreadful officials come back?
No, I'm just a bit worried. You entered a duel for my sake. Dear Lord, the thought of you.
Oh my
getting
god,
hurt
they're in
breaks my
love.
heart.
Oh my god.
Did Heinrich tell you that?
Don't
He
do this to
needs keep his
me.
mouth shut.
Please.
Don't worry about me, Isolde. I fought for the ethics of the profession, and I'm ready to bear the consequences of my actions. That scum sold the secrets of hypnosis to the military. It's a treatment, not a means of interrogation. In the end, all is well. The duel didn't happen, and I'm here, unharmed. All thanks to that young Missy from the Foundation.
That young Missy from the Foundation. The lady who just left? I bumped into her at the door.
So you've seen her?
She was at the cessation building. You weren't there. Did she give you any trouble? You told me the Foundation was after you for a while because you didn't have a license. I can help you, Doctor. I can ask Mr. Carl to...
No need for that. We only just became friends.
Friends? You told me to stay away from the Foundation staff, but now you're making friends with them.
Oh, she's different, dear Isolde. We met by
Dear
chance.
Isolde.
I gave her an invitation to the exhibit, so you'll see her there. I think you two will become
Oh my god,
best
I've seen so
friends.
many drawings of isokania with that meme.
It would take all day to tell
You were the most
everything.
jealous
You're
person
here for
or you're the most jealous
Let's
girl,
not
girl I
waste time
know.
on
It's like, you know other
unimportant things.
girls? That's so funny.
Unimportant. All right.
Kania coughs, trying to revert to her more professional guise.
You're a personal friend, Isolde.
Isolde and Kania
so
kiss in the
I
next
didn't
part,
want to
trust.
give you
I do
therapy
trust
in
you.
the first place.
Personal friend. Go. Whatever.
Because I'm not good
I'm
enough.
normal.
Or sick enough.
Live, laugh, love,
to be your
Yuri.
patient.
No, because I'm not good enough. I wasn't properly trained.
Oh my god.
I don't have a medical license or a degree.
Oh my god.
This is the cold, hard truth.
Oh my
And
god.
You're too important a friend to me. But I can no longer watch you suffer from the horrible
Oh my
treatments
god.
those
They're in love.
quacks gave you.
They're in love. This is evil.
I may not have a
This is
license,
terrible.
but I have the knowledge and ethics that they don't. I never overcharge my treatment, nor sell unnecessary things to the patient, and I will never experiment on my patients.
Very good friends. Special friends, even.
Your smile. So you agree with what I said about those psychiatrists and doctors? Okay, then let's get to it.
Oh my god.
Dr. Sigmund Freud wrote that repression of desire.
It gets
is
less
one of
subtle the more the
primary
chapter
causes of
goes.
hysteria.
Oh my god.
You need to release these desires. I'll guide your memory to find the deeply hidden thoughts. Trust me, and tell me everything during the session. You'll suffer less from the repression, and your physical ailments, fainting and convulsions, will become less severe. Cast off your shackles and trust in me. This first step is crucial.
She outright says it.
I know tragedies
Oh my
in your
god.
family have affected you deeply.
My Yuri.
But I'm here to help you now.
I love you, Reverse.
If you have trouble putting thoughts into words,
Always feeding me.
use this mirror.
Feeding me so well.
It reflects your inner thoughts, like a mind's endoscope. I cast an arcane skill on it to help your thoughts surface. Look at it, and tell me what you see.
My inner thoughts.
Yes, I won't hypnotize you. Nor will I turn around and peek at the mirror. What's in there belongs to only you. We're just going to talk. Hypnosis is a therapy I most detest. It doesn't help you understand and rediscover yourself.
Hypnosis therapy is like the
If
weirdest
dialogue
thing to me
isn't based
ever.
on the full awareness and consent of both parties, it's pointless.
Because in my head,
I
like
see.
the concept of it is just
I'll
like,
do my
where did that even
best.
come from?
Do your best. Relax. You're not on the job. Just turn around. Look in the mirror and tell me. What do you see?
I see golden circles. Theophil in his study, on his feet. His hand gesturing intensely in the air. Ah, yes. I am that
Did
too.
she see him shoot himself? Oh my god. I feel like that's what's being alluded to. Nobody spoil me.
Odd. Why am I not here? Doctor, is your mirror not working? It's not showing my reflection. No, this isn't right. I promised to do my best.
Oh my god.
I was there. I must have been. I have to remember it. You prepared all of this for my sake.
Oh my
I
god,
mustn't
girl.
disappoint you.
You're in a therapy session. This is not what it's
she's
about.
stuck in her
Oh my
obsessive
god.
thoughts.
You poor thing.
Isolde, please sit down and listen to my voice.
The actress, ignoring her doctor's warning, forcefully grips the edge of the mirror.
Who am I? Where am I? Hello? Is anybody there? Who is me? I'm who? Greetings. Hello?
The candles go out and the room fills with an inexplicable breeze. An incorporeal voice responds to her inquiry, invited in from the void.
The lost ghosts. The last time in the Secession building. Now I understand. I have to get her to stop relying so much on her arcane power. Luckily, not completing my education is why I know a little bit of everything.
Okay. This feels hard to watch.
Is the session over? Was it because I did something wrong? Did I mess up?
Nonsense. You were doing great. I just have to clean the room a bit.
A more intense flash fills the clinic, dispelling the damp and resentful darkness.
Shoo! Go away! Mirrors are useless to ghosts. Leave my patient alone and never come back.
What is that called? Something complex? I am not a psychologist. By any means. I am not in the medical field in any way. I'm an artist.
Nothing unexpected.
I'm in the arts. I don't know what's happening.
Hello? Are you talking to me?
These ghosts are confusing her. I have to calm her before she hurts herself. I'll take care of you, Miss Dittersdorf. Shh. Tell me, who is here?
I'll behave, Miss Picania. Look at me, please.
Oh my god.
Who?
What the crap? What is
She's a
happening?
Little girl.
This is unfair. Oh my god. Okay. I'm normal. Whoops. It's fine. This is fine. We're doing great. Chat. Nobody in this game is subtle.
Time waits for no one.
Lord.
Even for a great people. Cosmología, filosofía
There's
clásica,
something deeply
el fundamento del mundo.
Whoa. Whoa! That's so cool! What the heck? Oh my god! That's so cool! How she sings? I'm sorry. What was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. Wait! Oh my god. That's awesome! What was I talking about? I got distracted. Does she sing in her playable character as well? That's awesome. Wait, I want her. What the crap?
En la acumulación de laberintos, suéltalo todo una vez más.
That is so freaking cool. There are 2 other language versions who also do the Ian singing lines. So cool, so cool. Oh my
Why'd you
god.
call my father father? My mother mother? And my brother
Only the Korean version did her own version. Oh, that's cool.
I saw you begging.
I mean, opera is hard.
Father,
Oops, I didn't mean to skip that.
I sympathize. But please give me my life back.
What was I
Not as
saying?
nice as you
I got distracted. There was something deeply uncomfortable watching Isolde's what is the word for that? I'm pretty sure there's like a actual term, but like her moments of like hysteria question mark? Like it's chilling in a way.
You die.
I don't know how else to describe it.
And then
Her bouts of PTSD. Like I know there's a term for it. I watch too many medical dramas. Sorry. I'm not a professional. But like there's I don't know.
Tan, another ghost. But the story was not over. It continued with our bloodline.
Her skin gets full of different lines to reflect the nature of jazz versus opera. I want her so bad. That's not fair. What the heck? What am I doing?
Tides are rising.
Oh my god, Lorelei's about to die. What the heck?
Screaming?
I mean, she's not leveled. I did not level her in the slightest.
This will show you the way to the heart.
Time waits for no one, even for a great people.
I wonder if anyone knows if Kokania's... Obviously, Kokania uses her arcane skill to help her patients, to help treat her patients. Holy crap. What? Anyways. I'm getting distracted. She's so cool. But, what was I saying? I know Kokania uses her arcane skill to treat her patients, but is there, like... Is what she does based in some real form of treatment? Like, in any way? Or even just, like, loosely based?
A truly villainous moment.
So does incredibly well... Whoa. Is an incredibly well-written depiction of someone who has been failed by society and medicine. Holy crap. Okay, Lorelei's down. Whoopsies. Oh shoot, was I supposed to keep him alive? No. We're chill. Her approach is derived from Freudian psychoanalysis, which is now somewhat outmoded. Ooh.
It shows on.
See, that's what I found what I find so cool about Reverse. Like I feel like almost every little thing is just so well thought out. Oh, the ghosts don't die when I beat Isolde. Okay, that's cool. Or does it? Oh, it does. Okay.
Shush. Hear that? Someone's crying fire. Shh. What color should we use for a burning cage? Did you hear something crack, fall, and
split apart. Snap, crackle. Oh. The fire is yelling. Something's burning in the fire.
They left. It's okay, I'm here. You'll be alright.
Why does one wave turn against the other? When both
Her
are
style
one
of
with
talk
the river?
therapy is by today's standard incredibly outdated, but compared to sports is light years better. I agree. Freebies. Who am I even saving for? I saw the new character. Sidetrack. I saw the new characters. Who is it? Sentinel and Charin? Is that the name? I don't freaking know. They look cool. I don't know if I'll pull. One act play. 2 pairs of eyes locked upon the self-same star. Feel so bad for his soul. She didn't deserve any of that. Is it pronounced Karen? My bad.
Feeling better now? Is anything still haunting you? Talking to you? Do you remember who you are, Isolde?
The clinic returns to silence as Gakania holds Isolde's hand, observing with concern the pale actress before her. She looks toward the tabletop mirror, allowing tears to fall from her hollow eyes.
Oh, yes, Doctor. I see it now. That fire.
They
the
kiss and hear
fire that
trust.
devoured everything.
That.
How could I ever forget?
This feels like a confession, just waiting to happen. I mean, I know Isolde is like going through it right now. Sorry. Sorry, Isolde. We should be focused on your trauma, not shipping. But I can't help it.
Everything with such disregard. Who allowed him to forget with such disregard? Well, I remember it all. I am from a noble family. I need to be qualified to Distorf.
Karen's
An
design is visually so
outstanding arcanist,
incredibly
a
good.
first
It is. It's so
opera
cool.
singer, a good sister, and a good daughter. Never forget my manners. Never forget the family. But he got away with it. If Theophil was truly a man of courage, he should have joined the army, or fought a duel with someone. That would have made his death more honorable. Yet, he chose to die this way, after a life of debauchery.
She breathes a heavy and bitter sigh, and finally color returns to her face.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have told you that.
It's okay, Isolde. You're doing it right. That's what therapy is for. These memories are exactly what we need. What's been deliberately repressed and ignored in the depths of your heart will manifest into words and help you reconnect with your emotions. Soon your symptoms of hysteria will diminish. Don't be afraid. You can talk to me about anything. In the name of my family and the Hippocratic Oath, I will keep things between you and me. Everything will be a secret. Our secret.
Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. Reveal a tragic smile like dew on rose petals. How freaking dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Oh my god. She closes her eyes, striving in that moment to open them without being free from the fog of the past.
Ich erinnere mich an dieses Zimmer. Das Zimmer war übermäßig hell. Ich konnte mich nie an Glühbirnen gewöhnen und bevorzugte das sanftere Licht von Kerzen. Meine Mutter hatte immer eine weiße Kerze brennen, wenn sie mich beim Zubettgehen sah.
Was ist mit dieser Kerze passiert?
Jemand hat sie umgeworfen. Das freche Balk. Mein dunkelhaariger Bruder. Er zündete die Kerze an, setzte das Zimmer in Brand und verbrannte all seine Gemälde. Er rannte zu mir. Sein Körper brannte. In seiner Hand war eine Waffe. Ich sagte Theophil einmal, er sei kein Genie wie Weininger. Sich eine Kugel zu geben, werde ihn nicht berühmt machen. Nur ein Debüt hinterlässt Eindruck. Die folgenden Shows sind langweilige Wiederholungen. Er lachte. In der Tat, zu viele haben sich für Ruhm erschossen. Nur durch leidenschaftliches Feuer würde die Welt sich an mich erinnern. Ich verabschiedete mich von ihm und ging nach unten, um mit den Damen zu sprechen. Blut durchtränkte den Holzboden und tropfte in meinen Becher. Tropf, Tropf, Tropf. Ich ging nach oben und fand Theophil in einer Blutlache liegen. Ein Revolver lag in seiner Hand. Wie sein Zylinder wie Musik klickte. Ich hob mein Kleid an, damit das Feuer wie Wasser herabbrüllen konnte. Ich lehnte mich über das Loch an seiner linken Schläfe und sagte: Theophil, wo ist dein Feuer? Theophil setzte sich auf und sagte: Isolde, wo ist deine Waffe? Ihre Waffe? Meine Waffe?
Her voice strayed out into a low, sinister growl. Isolde swoons toward her reflection in the mirror, her hand raised high as if delivering a monologue on stage.
Meine Waffe! Ich erinnere mich jetzt. Ich hielt die Waffe die ganze Zeit. Theophil stand im Arbeitszimmer. Die Flammen umhüllten den Balken, die Decke, alles. Was?
Isokania speaks as softly as possible despite her shock, with the intent not to disturb the woman's soliloquy.
Er rannte auf mich zu, schreiend vor Schmerzen. Er brannte. Die Hitze trocknete mir die Augen aus.
The woman begins to shake under the weight of revelation.
Er stand in Flammen und rannte auf mich zu. Doktor, er rannte auf mich zu.
She clenches her teeth, trying to squeeze out words, gripping her chest as if to squeeze out her insides to open herself like a finely crafted wooden box, offering herself to her rescuer.
Tief einatmen. Ganz langsam ausatmen. Es ist alles in Ordnung, Isolde. Ich bin hier bei Ihnen. Sie sind sicher.
Isokania extends her arms, gently encircling the woman into her embrace. She breathes deeply, calming down inside the green warmth.
Und dann hörte ich einen Schuss.
Their embrace tightens slightly.
Ich kann mich nicht erinnern. Der Abzug war schwer zu ziehen. Nach dem Schuss ist es mir aus der Hand gerutscht.
She lifts her head up towards the good doctor, tears flowing from her eyes.
Ich habe Theophil getötet. Es war ich. Ich verdiene es nicht, das Recht zu haben, an seiner Beerdigung teilzunehmen oder seine Gedenkausstellungen zu veranstalten. Ich verdiene keine Sympathie und Freundlichkeit. Ich hätte in dem Feuer verbrennen sollen. Ich hätte sterben sollen.
Alles ist gut. Ich bin weder Richter noch Polizist, Isolde. Ich bin einfach nur Ihr Arzt. Ich werde Ihnen treu bleiben, egal was Sie denken, wer Sie sind. Ihr Leben war in Gefahr. Jeder hätte dasselbe getan.
Es war nicht ihre Schuld, Isolde. Sie waren einfach verängstigt. Schämen Sie sich nicht für Ihr instinktives Verhalten. Seien Sie versichert, Ihr Geheimnis ist bei mir sicher. Nach Dr. Freud ist das Akzeptieren Ihrer Dunkelheit der erste Schritt zur Befreiung. Es erfordert Mut und ist nicht einfach zu tun. Die meisten Menschen schaffen es nicht. Aber Sie haben das sehr gut gemacht.
Habe ich eine gute Arbeit geleistet?
Ja, eine
That's all she needed to
ausgezeichnete
hear.
Arbeit.
Her entire life.
Doctor!
That's all she needed to hear. Wait, I might start crying. Her tears now are like a broken dam, relieved of the burden that it had too long held. Isokania holds her gently, waiting for her long overdue catharsis to come to an end.
Alright, this is as far as I can walk you. You have to host a ceremony tomorrow, and Tosca's next week. Vienna won't forgive me if I take up too much of your time.
Don't worry about it. Like you said, the night breeze will do me some good.
She still cleaves hard to Kakania's arm, imperceptibly shaking her head. As twilight falls, few passerby notice the distinguished opera singer among them.
I heard from Heinrich that you're trying new things. I read his stage design. The style of Berlin expressionism he adopted is quite refreshing. I have to admit, he became a little strange after his trip to Berlin. But his passion for art didn't change, nor did his love for his fellow Viennese.
I appreciate his hard work as well. But sadly, the Vienna Court Opera didn't approve our performance application. So we turned to the Wiener Volksoper.
Well, I'm not surprised. Understand that Mr. Mahler is the artistic director of the Vienna Court Opera, and even he could not bring Salome to the stage. Those boring, stale old-timers will never approve of new forms of art. They always expect something predictable and unvarying. The same old pieces and settings.
Her complexion darkens again as she turns her head.
I'm the reason Tosca can't get the permission. Because I, the star, am a medium. A maniacal arcanist.
Oh my god. Racists.
Oh no, that's not it. In Vienna, the great composers, conductors, and performers, almost all of them have been arcanists. Wiping out the unique talents of arcanists and their artistic contributions would be like setting fire to the cultural tapestry of Viennese society. Oh, sorry, a flood. A flood is better.
The actress is, or at least acts, oblivious to this minor slip.
They consider it a desecration of the stage. When a singer is channeling, she's essentially asking a spirit to possess her and speak directly through her. Thus, she becomes the character in the opera. People will question the authenticity of the voice. Is it still the singer's own voice? Or is it a fraud?
No, Isolde. They think that because they know nothing about performance. Not even the slightest thing. The nature of the stage is to be someone else. If they're so intent on the presentation of the true self, the mayors in my clinic would like a word with them. It is an actor's job to become another person. On stage, in a fictional world, they briefly trick our eyes into thinking it's real. And to achieve that, we rehearse rigorously through sweat and pain. We take care of the music, the costumes, the settings, the lights. Your gift helps you do this better than others. That's all.
But I use the arcane skills of the Dittersdorf family. I couldn't have done these things without them. What if an arcanist's talent for art is also a curse? Maybe I'm just a fraud, Doctor. I'm propped up by my illness, and once it's cured,
Oh,
my talent
that hits
will be
so
gone
hard.
with it.
Stop. Oh my god. Kakania pauses abruptly. She turns back, looking at an operatic genius tormented by her own talents.
It's not like that, Isolde. Using your talents is not cheating. We're arcanists, but before we allow ourselves to be defined by that word, who are we, really? If an arcanist grew up on a lonely island, she wouldn't see herself as an arcanist, but as a person like you, like me, like everyone.
Doctor.
Isolde meets her gaze as the stars twinkle back in Kakania's
But you know,
eyes.
the truth is, when I look at a crowd, I don't see any arcanists. All I see is our people, with different talents, trapped in life, their selfhoods ground smooth until they're indistinguishable from the crowd. Humans celebrate their flaws, yet they persecute our gifts. They control the narrative. They define our gifts as diseases, our talents as weaknesses, and our bloodlines as curses. If we're cured, we're just another face in the crowd. But if we live on with our diseases, we're forever ill, forever afflicted. We arcanists have to live in such a world, where we survive through suffering. Look at this city. This most enlightened, tolerant city. Under the sweet surface of the Sachertorte lies powder and poisonous vine. Arcanists are recognized for their artistic abilities, nothing more. We hold no parliamentary seats, no professional titles, and no professional credentials. We are exiled and marginalized. Our only voice in the culture is to be declaration, because declaration impacts nothing. The restrictions and discrimination against arcanists are worsening by day. First, we had to register with the government. Then we needed residence permits. And now, permission to cast arcane skills. And we can do nothing but tolerate, stay polite and dignified. Be a good arcanist, show no signs of instability, because we're supposed to stay rational. Otherwise, we're animals. But people are complicated. They can't stay rational forever. As Dr. Freud said, we're just seeing the tip of the iceberg.
As the streetlights come on, Kakania looks up, now resembling an actress mid-monologue beneath the stark light.
You might be sick. I might be too. But the truth is, this whole society is sick. You can't just treat the individual and ignore the bigger picture. It was the repression of irrational desires that allowed the diseases to spread in our time. In this case, the people on that island are much freer than we are.
You mean that mysterious island? I hear gold is in the ground there.
Kania nods with vigor.
Remember the lady from the Foundation?
Yes. Why?
She said the arcanists on that island are not lunatics, and they're living a life free of restrictions. Doesn't that sound great? If we could form our own society, like those artistic associations, and have control over our own production and labor. This must have been some kind of enlightenment. I can almost see it. They'll show us another way of life, a kingdom free of oppression. To help them is to help ourselves. And that's also what your exhibit is about.
Me? No, I'm not as great a person as you.
But you are working for a great cause.
The stars in her eyes begin to spread out. Kakania reveals a deep and tender smile.
Isolde, my friend, I've shared my dream with you, and I hope one day it'll become your own, until the day when everyone shares the same dream. Our society needs a revolution, a radical surgery. We urgently need a new vision to reunite us at the dawn of the new century. Like the secession in art history, we need a secession of arcanum to distinguish us from hysterical lunatics, street peddlers, and con artists. We need a new dream, a new saga. We need to reinvent ourselves and become a new people. No more repression, only the full embrace of our primal desires.
Isokania concludes her monologue, removing her hat to fastidiously straighten the feathers on top.
That's why your work has not been in vain. From Teofil's art exhibition to the promotion of new art. Do not doubt yourself. You're helping a great cause.
Thank you, Doctor. This is the first time anyone said that to me. I will bear that in mind. Your words in the breeze of night have been stirring. Can you walk with me a little longer? I'd like to hear more things about the cessation you mentioned, so that I can prepare my speech for tomorrow's ceremony.
Yes, it is my pleasure. Would you like a walk to the Wiener Volksoper? I think they put up new posters.
There is something incredibly fascinating about the way that reverse writes, or not just writes, but the way that reverse tackles racism and ableism. I am not qualified to go into it, but like, I don't know. I don't have words. That was gorgeous. I don't know. I think maybe it speaks. I feel it speaks to me more as both a neurodivergent and chronically ill artist. Maybe that's why I am close to tears. I don't know. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. Holy crap. Ugh, I got chills. Hold on, give me a second. Ugh. Wow. I don't know. That's crazy. I think at the beginning, one of my friends who has been playing since release, I believe, was telling me about, like, the parallels of arcanists and specifically racism. But then I feel like this one I feel is a lot. It feels more like towards neurodivergent people as well. Because I feel like a lot of people in the art, in the arts in general, are neurodivergent. I don't know. Also about misogyny too. Yeah, I've noticed. I don't know. That's crazy. Also, we'll get to 12. Give me a second to yap. I don't know if anyone has played What Remains of Edith Finch. I just pressed something. I don't know if anyone has played What Remains of Edith Finch. It is a game about generational trauma that treats it like they call it a curse, but it's really about generational trauma, and it feels almost like the exact same as what is happening with Isolde's family. Like, that's the first thing I know is when Isolde was talking about what happened to her brother. Like the curse, the so-called curse of no one living up till 40 and everyone being lunatics. It feels very much like, it just reminds me of What Remains of Edith Finch. I don't know if I'll play that game on stream, but if you haven't played it, I think if you can bear a story-driven game that is literally a walking simulator, I think you'll love it. It has such a good story. Otherwise, watch someone else play it. I would highly recommend it. But wow, that was a lot to unpack in one node. Whew. Okay, I'm composed, I'm normal. Let's finish up today with our exhibit. Salvation shall be proclaimed. speak for the people whose voices cannot speak and those who are classified by their illness and birth instead of their character. Yeah, this game is crazy. Ugh. Okay. Let's finish up. And then we'll come back tomorrow. From a higher vantage, the view is much improved.
Reporter of New Free Press, editor-in-chief of The Pan, the founder of Tifakel. Oh, that's Aegon.
There's a video about
Tish,
arcane generational
the reporter
trauma.
who uncovered the scandal
Ooh.
surrounding Colonel Alfred Riedel. I had investigated this before. Adolf Loos, the architect. He designed the Steiner house, as I recall. That's Major Maximilian Runge and his wife. Who knew that celebrities like them would visit this exhibition? But they look different from the pictures in the papers. They were younger and less chubby. Has my memory failed me? Or is it because photography is also an art of beautification? Mr. Cull was right. People are flocking to the Secession building to get a glimpse of the new art.
I can't appreciate these things at all.
Hoffman comments from her typical cold objectivity.
I've informed the field agent squad. As soon as Heinrich shows up, we'll get him under
You know,
control.
I get it.
Ideally, we will take him away for illegal use of arcane skills. It is the best reason and the least risk. It also complies with the laws of this
I feel like
time.
I'm part of that
If
train
Menace
of
Vindicte is behind all
people who
this,
do not
Clint shows
understand
themselves for sure.
modern abstract art too
the
well.
squad will assist us with the perimeter by then. Marcus,
Like I said, I'm a little
your mission
slow.
is to watch everything closely.
I need certain
Heinrich
things
could be
explained to me.
disguised and hiding in the crowd. Also keep an eye on the Menace and the rituals. That's what we are originally here for.
Leave it to me. I won't miss a thing.
Marcus takes a deep breath, seeking a clear moment before diving. A starburst of information floods into Marcus's eyes, reeling across her mind with 1,000 pages at once. The world had always been a book to her. Might chat just
Mr.
die for a
Thomas,
second?
the
What the heck?
representative is talking to the ladies about expressionism. His parents did not foresee the success of impressionism, the works that made no sense but
A German
became priceless
humor
on
written
demand.
on her. She's so funny.
That's why his generation
I love that for her.
overcorrects their aesthetic standard.
Not even,
and pays
not even in
compliments
like
to
a
any art
trying
they
to be
don't
funny
understand.
way. And I think I think that what makes it
Reporter for the
funnier.
New Free Press and that major are discussing the frequent suicides in Vienna. They've written articles about it, and many of them attribute it to the publication of The Sorrows of
Arcanus
Young Women.
works as a great stand-in for any form of
Hannah is
marginalized
describing the
group.
founding
At
idea
their,
of
at their
the
core, there are
circle.
immutable things
This
about the
is
self
the first
that are
magic
being
circle
attacked.
drawn by the primitive man.
That's a great way to put it. What the heck?
Quite a strong woman. The military exercise in Bosnia and Herzegovina this spring, General Conrad to lose power, a low-pressure trough on the Atlantic Ocean, ivory-colored paper for official use only, the general, wife of a cabinet member, court sand, is arcanum a bacterial infection? Is psychoanalysis a new type of mental illness? Mr. Heinrich is not here. Nothing useful on this page. Ah, Miss Isolde again. She's the host of the exhibition. She seems healthier than the last time we met. I don't know why, but I'm happy for her. She's about to make a speech.
It is my honor to host this exhibition.
Oh my god, her tone change.
Before
Holy
we
crap.
begin, I'd like to express my gratitude for Mr. Heinrich, who is Theophil's friend and the curator of this exhibition.
Heinrich still hasn't shown up. Did he notice something?
And also, a friend of mine, the founder of the circle, Miss Clara. Without her tireless work behind the scenes, we wouldn't be here today. Born into a rising arcane family of the middle class, Miss Clara is a devoted doctor and
Okay.
an art connoisseur
Her
with
glazing her
impeccable
girlfriend
taste.
in front of everyone. Good for you. Isolde make for a dramatic introduction, reaching out towards the audience below.
Dr. Kakanya is standing up, greeting the guests. That's an awkward smile. Looks like she didn't see this coming.
The use of magic to connect this very
Miss
different
Isolde
form of
is
oppression
giving her
to a root cause makes it flexible while still being very
She
poignant.
wants to introduce her friend to the celebrities?
That's what I really like about
Very close.
the arcane system, if you will,
I told
of
her
this
not to
game.
mention my name.
Oh my god.
Miss Kakanya is lowering her hat. Does she not like the spotlight? No, that's not it. Is it because of Miss Didastov's gaze?
She's shy. Marcus observes the woman in green intently. Isolde lifts the curtain.
This is the debut of the Salvation. The only painting Théophile left behind.
This is it.
She looks
his last
gorgeous
moments,
in this.
Théophile
Holy
became
crap.
obsessed with the Golden Isle. He envisioned it as a realm of art and culture, a utopia for arcanists. There, the primal vitality and passion of arcanists would be preserved and never tainted by the outside world. He wrote, "That island holds the hope of salvation."
Is this so? This is above my clearance. Sounds like everyone in Vienna has their own interpretation of the island.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. We are forming a committee to petition the Empire to cease its attacks on the island.
Oh shoot.
The arcanists there are not lunatics. They are simply living free.
Huh?
Familiar words interrupt Marcus's thoughts, her eyes widening in bewilderment. Oh, okay. Marcus is kind of cooked. Uh-oh.
Their existence is a revelation to us. To help them is to help ourselves. Our society is sick. Treating the individual is only treating a symptom. It needs a radical surgery. A revolution that will let
Wow,
us
the way she's using
rediscover
Kakania's
our oppressed
words.
nature and reinvent ourselves in this world.
Something's wrong. Her speech is...
Marcus's intuition hammers out a warning, a loud, clear klaxon in her mind. Before she can act, Isolde raised her hand as if holding out some drawn sword, reaching the climax of her speech.
I wish for the arcanists to unite.
Oh, the music
and
is getting...
establish an independent kingdom of freedom, free from repression and oppression.
Oh my god. Oh, girly.
It's an emergency. Seals the exits. Add Isolde to our targets.
Oh, girly. Oh no. Hoffman delivers her orders coldly and without a moment of hesitation.
Marcus, now.
No! Don't do this to me.
What? Am I hearing things, or did Miss Dittledoff really say that?
At first, the crowd stirs like a ripple over a deep and swift current.
Oh, forgive her. Perhaps Miss Dittledoff hasn't fully recovered from her illness.
This kid's why you don't fall in love with your therapist. Exactly.
I think so too.
Kakania rises up from her seat, her hat sliding off her knee, stunned hands falling to catch it.
What? How? I did not tell her to.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, calm down.
It's him! It's him! A man's voice booms from the other end of the exhibition hall.
Do not panic, for I have found salvation for you.
Henry? What is that behind you?
It's you! It's you!
Often the target showed up. The golems are attacking us.
I see it too. The arcane skill of object enchantment. Marcus, give it a read.
True, it did start with Marcus. Armored statues surround Heinrich, reaching a motionless still that creates an odd, if dramatic, tableau.
Please do not ignore what Miss
Whoa.
Jassersdorf is saying. This is a proving ground for a world-ending experiment. A catastrophe is coming. The clouds of war are filling up the sky. Open your eyes and look at all we have now. the music, the art, the ambitions of progress. Man's gunfire will destroy them all.
What are you all talking about?
Not to worry, Doctor. You simply don't know yet.
The woman, now so strange in the doctor's eyes, reaches out her hand.
Follow me and I'll show you everything. Where your dream has taken a root.
The appearance of the golems agitates the crowd, and the river becomes a chaotic crash of waves.
This is ridiculous. An independent kingdom? It is treason. We are Viennese. Why would we want to leave our own country?
Are these golems works of art too? They look expensive. I'd like one in my collection.
Open the door and let us go. This travesty is a disgrace.
The glow of arcane skill strikes against the golem, but leaves no trace of damage.
Damn! Are these golems immune to Arcanum? We can't get to Heinrich!
Madam Hoffman, I read them. Object enchantment strokes. The same ones we found at the Foundation branch.
Any signs of the Manus rituals?
No, nothing yet.
Hoffman nods, pressing the communicator again.
Golems can only be broken from within. Marcus, tell everyone the method. Ola, evacuate everyone and use the mute spell. Don't let more people hear about the error.
The Mentor now agent draws her sidearm, pushing through the panicked crowd. I didn't see that. Through the gaps between the golems, she keenly spots a pink dress disappearing behind a painting.
Heinrich escaped with his old. There's an opening behind the painting. After them.
Oh. The drama. Oh my god, is this a boss? Oh, him. Oh. I don't. Isolde is vulnerable. I don't really think that all that was. What's the word? From her? I highly doubt that.
Patrones ocultos.
God damn. What is this? Energy used by stage props to perform extra attacks. I guess. Oops.
Más allá de un sobre camino a Plon. Cosmología, filosofía class nuestro adversario es el tiempo. En la acumulación de laberintos, suéltalo todo una vez más.
He's impressionable and can easily be taken advantage of.
Madam Hoffman,
yeah.
are you alright?
Poor thing.
I'm fine. They have escaped the tunnel. Stop the chase. Let's not cause any more disturbances.
This is strange.
What is it, Marcus?
This tunnel leads to the Vienna branch of the Foundation?
Carl.
That one too.
Exactly.
Carl. Your Honor, she only wanted to impress her girlfriend. She's innocent. I agree. Should I end here? Or does anyone know how long this one part is? I have no clue. It has been 3.5 hours, and it is lunchtime for me. I'm hungry. Honestly, okay, you know, we'll end here, since this is like exactly the half. Is that Arcana? Is this back on the island? It's short. Okay, just kidding. We're not ending. Hold on. The island. I go to an island is undoubtedly a sanctuary for the arts, a utopia where all Arcanists can live. Just kidding. We're not ending yet. Just catching up on the island? Okay. The low stone table is ill-suited for writing, but there's little other choice for the moment.
Thank you for your mediation within the committee. I think you're right.
Sending more people to the island will only exacerbate the trust issue. They don't trust us. And that's what Arcana wants. Things have just got better. And we can't let anything else upset this delicate balance. I think...
The pen hesitates for a moment, but driven by need, it commits to the paper.
If we somehow can't come to an agreement with the Apeiron, we should at least prevent them from allying with the Manus in turn.
The letter lingers dangerously on her fingertips. Then it flutters its wings, flying out of the room as a butterfly, heading at speed toward the headquarters of the St. Pavlov Foundation. A timely knock breaks the tension in her.
Come in, please.
The visitor lifts the curtain. The rooms of the School of Apeiron rarely have doors. Such curtains are merely a courtesy for guests from beyond the island.
Good morning, Miss Verton. I'm here to see if you need help with anything.
May I have some more paper?
Of course. We are always generous in our support of the contemplative.
Thank you, Miss Marta. Don't you want to ask me what I'm writing letters for?
Despite all the unpleasant events, the integrity of your soul number is unquestionable.
The school's envoy stands silently, her gaze not reflected beneath narrowed eyelids.
The Foundation is negotiating with the outside world. They are trying to resolve this unfounded territorial dispute peacefully.
I see fan art of this lady
We've yet to
and
reveal
Arcana,
the coordinates of the
which I feel
island.
like is a spoiler
We don't
to
want to
me,
exacerbate
but
the
also I
conflict.
have no idea of the
Could
the
you convey our
context.
sincere intentions?
So
You're
I
such
don't
a young
know.
girl, yet you sound like an official.
We'll find out soon enough. Or at some point.
But I'm just a practitioner without a number. A roamer of turbulent times. I haven't been on this island much longer than you. I will send your message, but I'm not the one who makes the decisions.
It's just an aesthetic shift?
From what I
Okay.
know about the teachings of Apeiron, what you're striving for is not of their concern, Miss Verton.
I don't
I am a little distracted by her outfit. Sorry.
All that is trivial in the phenomenal
I am
world
part
is
of the problem.
trivialist of trivialities.
A wind blows in from beyond the void. In the direction of the sea breeze, one can see that the beach has been restored as if it were new, no longer bearing the scars of battle that had littered it only a short time ago. Dang, already?
If the emanation arrives, everything will be washed away. Wars, disputes. Their number one priority is how to find salvation, once and for all.
The debate had been going. Oh my god, words. The Hall of Truth, like occupied by the clamor of their crushing reality.
The fact is, we're going astray. The emanation in 1999 had taken away almost all our outside contacts. Ever since the incident 4 years ago, we've been cut off from the outside world and have become an isolated island.
The ship has to do
in
with
the
a popular
emanation.
theory. Oh, okay. It's not
And
like
during these 4 years,
so technically it's not a spoiler to me.
progressed. In the end,
To some
the
extent.
theoretical study of its patterns was proven completely
I like the
wrong.
art.
How
It is a good
long
aesthetic
should we
ship,
sit
I feel.
idly by until the humans take over our island? No matter who revealed our coordinates, be it the Foundation or Manus Vindictae, someone should be held responsible.
37 is the one in charge of studying the emanation. Save your questions until after she wakes up. 6 is treating her now.
Oh, she did get
Also, talking about the decisions made
Hit.
4 years ago is meaningless now. What's more, the Foundation is not hostile. They helped us minimize the damage from the reveal. Manus Vindictae has also given us constant material support since that difficult time 4 years ago.
37. She's just a child. Can't even handle her own business. Ever since she brought outsiders to the sacred place, everything has changed.
You know you're judging a child in a coma? Even if 37 did something wrong, she's certainly paying for it.
Ugh. Those gathered glare at each other from the edges of the room, seething with anger. Far from their formal votes awaiting the casting of stones, the debate has yet to even produce a clear topic of debate. The pursuit of truth of days past, now muddied by the dust and blood of the phenomenal world.
Don't get angry. What 42 is trying to say is simple. Even if the emanation will take away the human army, when is it coming? Now that our model has failed, how can we be informed of the
there's
next
3 here
emanation
named
and
888.
act accordingly?
Is there a reason that they don't
If pure theoretical
name
research
some of the
is
NPCs?
doomed
I mean,
to
I guess because they're
failure, and if
NPCs.
we must look outward, how can we restore communication with the outside world? Do we stand with the Foundation, or with Manus Vindictae?
A clear voice of opposition rises from below.
210. Your words are
Matters because she gets a
quotation.
model in chapter 7. Oh, okay.
Are you saying that
That's
we
neat.
should stop being neutral and get involved in the endless faction disputes? This is against what Apiron stands for.
I can't agree either. The truth is supposed to keep us off the Wheel of Birth, not on it.
I was just interpreting what 42 had in mind. Moreover, we're already caught in the Wheel of Birth. Human weapons were undeniably dropped on our island before. The tragedies it caused and the thirst for justice will only keep us trapped in this cycle. But what caused this cycle to begin with? Brothers and sisters, you are blinded by the shrapnels of that conflict, and you're missing the essence. Listen to me and I will tell you.
Cut to the chase, 210. It seems you're the one blinded by your own rhetorics.
Who can get me the stone clock on Six's seat? I'll clobber him myself.
The rhetorician taps his forehead mockingly, ignoring the dissatisfaction of his
The original
cohorts.
cause is the failure of our research on emanation. Our excellence comes from our beliefs. Once the truth fails us, the foundation that sets us apart from the world will also fail us. However, my people of great wisdom, forgive me for imagining a worst case for you. We believe the book of nature was written in the language of mathematics, and every number is a transcendental existence living in the kingdom of eternity. Math is the path to truth. The calculation of math patterns has led us to pursue the fundamental knowledge of the world, the origin of Numa. But what if the supreme existence has no pattern at all? What if the ebb and tide of Numa is chaotic and irrational?
An uproar ensues.
210, are you denying our beliefs? Are you saying the results we've achieved are just coincidences? The fundamental theorems of ancient mathematics? The applications and improvements from modern mathematics? The mathematical laws in atomic clocks and leaf venation? And every prophecy of emanation that were proven correct, were they all just a collective dream of ours?
Well, like I said, I was just imagining a worst-case scenario. Exhaustion is also a common method of proof.
Their further defense becomes untenable amid loud denunciations. The calls rise one after another, bouncing against the stone walls of the hall and reaching the ears of listeners outside as an echoed cacophony.
Please help us, O Apiron. Correct the errors of our souls. Bring us back on the right path. Harmonize our spirit with the flesh, our will with life. Avoid sedition from a city.
purge sickness from the body.
Oh, Sophia. Sophia wipes away her tears. A flock of seagulls flies over the beach. They circle and dance in the air with an unusually delicate grace, more like butterflies than birds.
They don't look like seagulls. Or am I mistaken?
The corrector moves forward, stepping into the crystal clear sunlight, where the red wax seal of the St. Pavlov Foundation express letter is clearly visible.
Are these all from the outside world? What's happening out there?
Holy crap. Oh, you poor thing. Okay, well, that is where we will be leaving off for today.
Water travels from the ground to the sky.
Thank you all for watching. Thanks for everyone for hanging out. I will continue words. I will continue chapter 6 tomorrow at the same time, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. What else do I have to say? Next week I will be streaming Zenless Zone Zero. I'm starting from the beginning. I also dropped this game, but my friends have been begging me to play it. So next week we'll be doing that at most likely my usual time. And then also in 2 weeks will be Honkai Star Rail version 3.4. As per usual, I will be posting stream updates on Twitter and Blue Sky, which are in the description. All my socials are in the description, and they're probably the same across all platforms. I keep saying that in most of my streams, but I don't actually know. I haven't checked. I can never remember if it's 2 eyes. But yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. I'm gonna go eat lunch and process what I've witnessed,
dancing on the tree.
Because that was a lot. Yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.